everybody.
Travis is having difficulties. I had to take it off there because the little thingy on the top of it came off and I was trying to put it back on, but it's easier if I have it in my hands to do it. So, hey everybody, welcome to Wrestling Gab.
It is, what, the day after Sunday?
Yeah, it's Monday.
Not
We're
really
here
like
for
a
Monday Night
It
Raw.
definitely feels like it's like just the day after Sunday.
We're going to see what happens with all the stuff from the weekend about the Payback pay-per-view, I guess.
See if they can make sense out of the bloodline being split on two different brands. Make it make sense.
Yeah. Maybe they had a meltdown with somebody. Who knows? Maybe they're fighting.
Who are they?
I don't know. The siblings. Maybe they had to separate them and put them in timeouts.
Right.
I don't know.
Trying to do the Alcohol's Anonymous by himself or something.
Maybe. Walter says he'll be back at 9. Ravi's in the chat for now, and Harley is with us, and also Ayla. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Good to see you tonight.
It's a good night for wrestling.
They're just showing all the stupid previews from Payback right now because rehash trash.
Definitely doesn't feel like a Monday or a holiday. Probably just because it's been raining all day.
Ravi says, what's good out there? Harley says, hello,
Rain.
everybody. And
Lots of
Ayla's
it.
like, hey. Hey.
I think it's been raining all day.
Chris is now in the chat. Hey, Chris, says Naka should have won.
Yeah, you know, I would like to say that because I really do like him, but we can't forget the fact that he had lost not very long ago to Bronson Reed. And therefore, it took his credibility away. You can't possibly put him over Seth if Bronson Reed beat him in 5 minutes on Raw 3 weeks ago or 6 weeks ago, however long it was ago. It wasn't that long ago. It's not like he's a new character or anything in between's happened.
Yeah. Well, that and Seth needs to make that belt something before anybody else really wins it anyways at this point. Let's see. Chase and Games #1 fan in the chat. Hey, Chase.
Hello.
Says, did it start? Not rushing. They haven't really started anything, hun. They're just kind of showing some rehash trash about Payback pay-per-view this weekend. That's all they're doing right this moment. They're just showing what happened. The announcement of Jey Uso being on Raw from Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, Cody called in a favor.
And stuff like that. So that's all they're really doing right now. So, yeah.
I wonder if they're going to do a brand versus brand thing at Survivor Series.
Maybe that's why. And so that'll
And then
give
they
them Jay
split.
versus Jimmy. And
Right.
so they can do that without it being weird. It was like, yeah, yucky outside. And Harley says hello to Kayla. I'm not sure who that is. I'm guessing Ayla. Robbie says, how did Ayla show up?
Just did it.
I don't know. She logged on to YouTube. I don't know how she did it. Fuck, dude. Not in her life. Not like hanging out in her bedroom going, what are you doing?
We're downstairs in her basement.
Chris says Gunther wins tonight and surpasses Honky Tonk Man finally. Yeah, you think he's going to win? Who's going up against?
He's going up against Chad Gable.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's been a little thing they've been building. They obviously didn't want to try it at the pay-per-view, so they're doing it tonight on Raw.
And they're in Charlotte, North Carolina, it looks like. Ayla says, how did I show up? And it looks like Aaron's in the chat. It says, I'm back, bitches. Cool. Ayla's like, what the fuck, Aaron? No. Quentin Mitchell in the chat. Hey, Quentin says, rip to the leader of Smash Mouth. Yeah, he did pass away.
Heard about that today from her.
The crazy part about it was it was just announced he was going on hospice, and he passed away this morning. So, crazy.
Did he have cancer then?
No, it was from his alcohol abuse.
Oh, so liver?
He had some kind of issues going on there. Yeah, probably. JD King in the chat. Hey, JD says, hey, guys. Ayla's message retracted. And Walter's like, okay, I'm here. Good matches. Oh, Walter, you're here early. You said you weren't going to be here until 9. Well, I'm glad you're here now.
It's 9 o'clock somewhere.
Harley says, how was everybody's Labor Day? Rainy. Kind of chilly.
It's been really rainy today. But all in all, it's probably been a decent day. She's been making, what are those things called? Tombstones?
Did some crafting.
Good
Made
stuff.
some banana bread that probably isn't worth a shit. Ayla's like, magic. I'm what you call a wizard, Harry. Robbie
They're
says the
going to start it
music to
out with Jey
Raw is
Uso.
random. Walter's like, hey, Ayla. And Piccolo's now in the chat. Hey, Piccolo says time had flown by today. Ayla's like, hi, Walter. And Robbie says, Ayla, you're as good as birthday party magician. Chris says, wow, 34-year record commentary just said about IC title.
Yeah, they said if he does it, if he wins tonight, he'll be the longest reigning champion of all time.
Walter's letting us know about CJ Perry was on at AEW All Out, or as we used to know her as Lana.
Lana, the ravishing Russian.
Aaron's like, sup, Walter? And Walter says, Jey Uso now on Raw. JD King says, I got a question, AEW, since they went to Wembley Stadium. Do you think they should do an event in Sturgis, South Dakota, like WCW Road Wild was?
You know, that would be awesome. I'd be okay with that if they decided to do that. The only problem is there again, it's right at that time period. And I think somebody in the chat had said that they did like a 5-year contract with England. And so if that's the case, they can't do the Sturgis one and the England one. They're just too close together. Plus the out.
Oh.
You got the in and then the out.
Yeah.
Which are already back-to-back weekends. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to see him do it in Sturgis. The only problem is Sturgis is like, is it August 5th or is it?
It's like the first week of August, I thought, or the last week of July, or something of that nature.
Yeah, it is. It's 2 weeks.
It's like in there somewhere. I just didn't know if it
was at the end of June or the end of July, but it's the end of July.
I think it's the end of July.
I have it in my phone.
I don't know. I've never been, and I don't ride motorcycles.
Get a leather jacket.
Feels like I like your craft, Aletha. Jordan thinks it's cool, too. Yeah? You like my, whatchamacallit guy? The Grim Reaper dude?
So he's got a new song. It's just me, Oos, since day one.
Oh, there you go. Walter says Gunther will lose his IC belt soon. That's kind of mean, Walter. Because, like, only if TK had been a complete Bischoff wannabe. Chris says, so now Jey Uso thinks he's Sandman coming from crowd. It was like, go on your run. See you in 30 seconds. Robbie's like, yo, that pay-per-view was too long. I slipped in and out of it. But D, I'm with you. AEW have to shorten the pay-per-view down. 5.5 hours is a madness. It's fucking stupid, dude. I mean, if they're going to have more pay-per-views, they're going to have to make them shorter. That's all there is to it. They can have a long one, like a main one or something like that. So he got so excited about changing who he is, he decided to make the back of his hair blonde, too, which is weird, but okay.
I noticed that when he came out on the Grayson Waller Effect on Saturday. That he had that
pay
under
much
there.
attention to him on Saturday.
They put main event by his name. Don't forget, you are only main eventing because of Roman Reigns. Shouldn't it be the Uso Penitentiary?
JD King says, I would show the bikers can scare Tony. Illa's like, death, Grim Reaper. Walter's like, Jey Uso promo, he wrestle anybody. Sophie's in the chat tonight saying hi and says, how was your pay-per-view weekend?
It was over pretty quick. It didn't seem like it lasted very long. Gotta go back to normal life.
Time-consuming watching of stupid shit on my television. Every week he just hit his breaking point. It was like, are you over it, Talitha? 4 days in a row? Yep, I'm fucking over it.
Yeah.
Yesterday was my breaking point.
Was it? Is that what happened?
Oh, American Nightmare Cody Rhodes he's talking about. Sophie says reports is out there that CM Punk wanted to come back to the WWE at the beginning of this year. Good luck.
He wanted to be in the Royal Rumble. I did read that.
Robbie says D loves a pay-per-view weekend. Deadpool is the best, is in our chat now, I guess.
Old Deadpool.
Hello, I'm new. I guess you're Aaron. Good to see you back, Aaron. I guess your run was fantastic. Walter says, so good. Jey Uso did not quit his on Raw. Yeah, he didn't. So he says Young Buck also had beef with William Regal. I think everybody has beef.
Are they trying to make Sammy relevant again or something?
Oh, good. He lost his titles and now he's out here ready to talk with Jay.
Ugh.
They're going to be best buddies forever.
Here comes Sammy.
It was like, ouch, sorry, D, you got this. Yeah, totally do. Walter's like, Sami Zayn coming out. He is. He's coming out. Check out his bestie out there, you know. He's like, hey, I totally helped you, like, do this. I guess there's some pee on the floor right there. Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, it's definitely not a leak from the ceiling, and unless you spit on the floor or dropped an ice cube or spilled your water. Maybe you could have spilled your water, I guess.
I doubt it, but yeah. I mean, anything's possible.
Yeah. Anyways, Aaron says, who's Aaron? Probably you, friend. Sophie says, wonder who Jay's first feud is going to be with on Raw. Forsen Emmanuel in the chat. Hey, Forsen says, hello, guys. How are you? I miss you and happy to see you guys again. Nice to see you tonight, Forsen. Glad you can make it. You ready to watch some Raw and hang out? Cool beans. Chris says, I think Cody brought Jey Uso to get under Roman's skins like Roman will be, what's Cody doing in my business again? That's how they build up Mania.
That's a long ways off, too. I mean, there's over 100 days left this year still. And then you're talking 100 or plus for next year.
Yeah. Sammy's telling him that he might not be welcome. Ooh. Ravi's like, why is there beef with Aaron in the chat? Ravi, you weren't here when it happened. Sophie says, with Jay on Raw, does that mean Cody got traded to SmackDown?
No.
No.
He just called in a favor.
Nope, nothing like that, Sophie. It was like, holy moly, every time I block him, he makes a new account crazy. I literally have hundreds of his accounts blocked. Yeah, like 287 of them. Walter's like, okay, at 9:10, I'm going, but I'll be here Wednesday for AEW. Still in chat. Thanks for being here for an hour tonight, Walter. Thanks for taking time out of your life and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Walter says, so Tuesday we get mail. Yeah, mail on Tuesday. So he says Collision and SmackDown will be going head-to-head on November 17th. Cool. Pretty sure SmackDown will probably get way more views.
That'll be interesting. Why are they doing that? What's on the 18th?
It would be the 16th. Would be Friday.
Did she say the 18th?
Collision and SmackDown will be going head-to-head on November 17th. I would imagine they probably move SmackDown to Saturday night.
Huh. It's a 17th is a Friday.
Oh, they're moving it to a Friday night for Collision, huh?
Yeah, there's probably a pay-per-view on the 18th. Yeah, it's Full Gear. So they're just, instead of just not having it, they're going to do that. They're going to put it on Fridays that night.
Gosh.
What the fuck? Kind of weird shit is that? Just either put it on earlier in the day or don't have it that day.
Chris says, but now we know the main event, night 2 of Mania, is going to be Punk versus Roman versus Cody. Yeah, that's probably what it's going to be.
Yeah, it is.
I know Pico is looking forward to it. Robbie says, Jey Uso, wow, how bland. You're going to be on your best behavior, just saying. It's like Robbie Aaron is insane. I'm not exaggerating when I say hundreds of accounts. She's not. She's not. Not at all. Sophie says WWE is interested in CM Punk. And Walter says, right, Ayla? Oh, that's right. Even Walter knows. Walter's been here that long. Walter knows. The trauma. It's called PTSD. We have it. And Picola says, have made 2 more categories. Later we can play some Jeopardy.
Good.
Sweet.
Should play it all night.
Sophie says, probably the World Series. November? Doesn't seem like a World Series kind of thing. Travis just said it was a pay-per-view. Full Gear, which is an
that's
AEW
in mid-November.
pay-per-view.
World Series will be over that first week of November, last week of October.
Oh, wow, they're hugging because, they're besties. This is fucking stupid and I hate it already. Can we fast forward through this part of the stupid movie that I don't want to watch?
Why don't you want to watch all this yummy goodness?
I don't know. I just don't want to watch it. Harley says, so we'll just do so eventually make his way back to SmackDown to the Bloodline. Who knows, Harley? We'll see what happens, right? So it says whenever the World Series happens, SmackDown gets moved to FS1. And Ravi says, I do remember Ayla back in the early days blocking Aaron. Yeah. Ravi. If you did. I was like, Ravi, when I say I'm taking a run in the shower, my Wi-Fi went out, I'm mocking Aaron. Just inside jokes for the original gabbers. There are a few of them. Good thing Luke's not here tonight. He would probably have already blocked him. James Bowen in the chat. Hey, James.
James? Did I go to school with you?
I don't know, but they're talking about yum onto gums, due to sums. I don't know what that means, and it sounds weird.
I have no idea. But
Walter says Drew McIntyre in a match? Guess so.
was your dad the president of a college?
John Sparkling in the chat. Hey, John says, hey, gang. How's it going, John? How was your day today? Did you guys have to work? You guys have to work today, or did you guys have it off? And if you had it off, did you guys do some grilling? Was it nice enough weather for you to do grilling? It was soup weather here.
Chilling and grilling.
Chris says Drew versus Jay Uso. Nah, he's leaving.
I'm okay with
Drew
that.
and
Let
Riddle.
that happen. Let Drew kick his ass for a little bit.
Seabass. Ayla's like, hi, John. And Walter says Drew and Riddle for the win. And John's like, who needs help with a shower? What the drip drip? Ravi's like, so Jay Uso making a mockery of the bloodline? Was that what that was? Oh, hey, look, we're going to see some more rehashed trash
What would you expect
of Shinsuke Nakamura showing us how he broke Seth. He broke him. He broke him.
Did he break him, though?
Like he broke the code we shared. I don't know what that fucking means, but it means something.
Game over.
Right? James says it doesn't add up, but wrestling is real. Liverpool, UK, into house. Oh, you're from Liverpool.
From Liverpool.
From Liverpool.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us at
Do
nighttime.
they still shit in the streets there?
It reeks of chamber pots.
I just want to know, because I heard back in the 1600s they did that.
Well, of course they did. Everybody
So
did.
I'm just wondering, in this century, do they still do it? They still shitting in the streets?
What's that show that we just watched with miracle workers and the dudes? That's his job.
Yeah, cleaning up the shit in the streets. Piccolo says, nah, I had a lot of leftovers. Piccolo, you had leftovers? Cool. You didn't do any fun stuff? Just ate all your leftovers? So if it says CM Punk burned bridges with every wrestling promotion, but has he? Did he burn them with New Japan? Maybe he'll go there. Chris says, yep, worked, but got time and a half, baby. Nice. Nice. Makes for a nice paycheck, kind of.
Why wouldn't Seth be there?
Quinn Mitchell says, what an
Quinn.
olive branch. Yeah. John says, we had our fantasy draft today. Hurts in the third round for the win.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pick.
It looks like James Bowen, fat chips. John's like, hello, Governor, chip, chip, cheerio. And Chris says, Jay Uso versus Seth. And hey, look, it's Aaron again. You're new here, but you're really not. You're just Aaron. And Azayla says, no, Aaron. And Rob is like, Liverpool is a great night out from what mates have told me. They have a lot of great culture and local bands to see. Yeah, because they still shit in the streets, don't they?
You don't even have to go to the porta potty.
You just go right outside the club and just shit in the street.
Take a shit. No,
I'm kidding, by the way, James. I'm pretty sure you guys don't do that.
It's from a movie. It's from Dark Shadows.
It's from a movie.
Great movie.
He made fun of Liverpool, but, you know, it was from, like, the 1600s. Chris says, I want Kaiser to break away and take Maxine and then beat Seth and become world heavyweight champ. It's interesting.
Was it 16 or 17? I can't remember now.
I don't remember.
Either way, doesn't matter.
It was the 1970s when he came back, and it was 200 years that she had put him in a box.
19, so 1770 then.
Yeah.
Either way, same thing. Nothing could have changed from 16 to 17.
Not very much, I guess.
I mean, it couldn't have got worse is what I'm getting at. Like,
It had to have gotten better.
They wouldn't have had sewers in the 16s, and then in the 17s got rid of them.
They're like, no, we have sewers now. It's fine. It was like 3 counts in one night. It's only been 20 minutes. It's a new record.
There was a boxer that was at the fight on Saturday that we watched. And
Oh, yeah, he was from Liverpool. It was that English match on Saturday.
yeah, there was a boxer there, though, from America. And he had a gun in his bag. And he was there for like 2 weeks. And he was going to leave, and they found his gun. So the minimum prison sentence there for a gun is 5 years. So he's in jail until at least the 7th before his pretrial stuff. And so we'll see if it was a mistake or if our president's going to have to trade some drug lord for a boxer.
An English drug lord? We have one of those?
I don't know.
Was it in England?
It was in England.
So, who do we have in prison that you guys want back?
That we could trade.
That's in Guantanamo Bay
we
right
trade
now. You know,
arms dealers like the Merchant of Death for basketball players.
What kind of arms dealers you got going on in our Guantanamo Bay prison? Just out of curiosity.
Ooh, I know who it is.
Who is it?
It's what's his name? Sean Connor or whatever his name was. Remember that movie?
Oh yeah,
Islands?
The Rock.
The Rock. Yeah.
Sean Connery, yeah, he was some like bad dude or whatever for England or whatnot. Some spy or something.
He was 007, basically.
It was like, yeah, he was 007.
That's what I'm saying. It was him, too.
No, he was 007.
Perfect. That's what I'm saying.
No, but he really was 007.
Fact.
Not in that movie, but
No,
he really was 007.
This is the same story. That's why he had the microfilm in the church.
It says, yeah, James, anything we say, it's because Ravi, the sniffer of London, told us about UK culture. John's like, new IC champ tonight. Shoosh, thank you. You think, John? You think they're going to take away that long run from Gunther and give it to Chad Gable, huh?
I'm okay with it if they decide to, because hopefully there's interference and it has something to do with something. I already brought this up on Saturday. And the reason I'd like to see it is because I would like to see Gunther go ahead and win the championship. Granted, it's a lower level championship in my mind, but he could bring prestige to it.
Let's see. James says, no, but I be pissing beats, more beats than a heart. Y'all ever been a WrestleMania Everton fan? Shit on to pitch every time the play. Ravi, what is he saying? Is he talking about cricket? I think he's talking about clubs. And I think you could know that because you're a DJ. So I think you know. I think you know what he's saying.
Use Queen's English. No, I'm just teasing you.
Robbie's
I just hear about it on TV.
Whatever, Robbie says it all the time.
I know.
Like,
we got a translator. We'll be fine.
Robbie's like, you talk like the Queen. The Queen's English in London. Robbie says, Dee, I can imagine you doing some top grilling with your penny? What's a P-I-N-N-Y? Penny on, and your tongs and spatula flipping the burgers and meats with the flames.
Is it a napkin or a thing?
An apron?
Apron there. Is that what
it is? Robbie, is a penny and apron? Oh
Vikings.
God. Chris says, it would be cool if AEW wrestling show at Kentucky Derby horse track.
That's a big-ass stadium. You know how hard that would be to do? Because if you were sitting in some of those bleacher seats, because there's like 100,000 seats, you wouldn't even be able to see the wrestling, because the wrestling is a lot smaller than a big fucking horse track.
Yeah.
That would be nuts trying to watch that. You wouldn't even be able to see it.
You'd have to have your little glasses like you were at the opera.
Mine are broken.
It's true. It looks like, Ravi, translate, please. Sophie's like, wonder what the main event is going to be. Chad Gable and
Gunther,
maybe?
I mean, it definitely could be.
Sophie says, what they are doing with Jimmy versus Jay is that they did last year with Ray and Dom.
Just split them up a little bit. I'm sure they're going to do something. We'll just have to wait and see. But I don't like the fact that they're putting him back with Sammy. That's kind of dumb.
Oh no, Xavier Woods is broken and he'll never come back.
Ever!
It was like, Penny? And Ravi's like, yes, Penny, apron. And it was like, hey, don't embarrass yourself, Ravi.
Right?
So he's like, the lead. Well, it made sense in his sentence. Sophie says the lead singer of Smash Mouth died today. Yeah, we talked about
that was
like 10
today
minutes
he died?
ago.
I just figured he died this last week.
No, I said he died today.
Oh, damn.
I even said it was announced this
Jimmy
morning.
Buffett died today, too?
No, he died this weekend, though. Like Saturday or yesterday. No, it was announced like yesterday or the day before that the Smash Mouth guy was going on hospice.
Dang. I don't get my news from anywhere, so I get nothing.
Yeah, I just saw it on TikTok.
Couldn't
tell you why, but it did come up on my TikTok for some ungodly reason.
Usually I get Hawaii was destroyed by lasers or something on my TikTok, so I'm like,
well, when you have the conspiracy theories going on, might as well.
But if you had a blue roof or blue umbrellas in your yard, you were fine. Or blue cars.
Ooh, blue. Blue's the color of the day. So if it says the lead singer... Oh, I read that. James says football and rap more want... Do yous make of AEW YouTube boxing? Sucks, by the way.
You're not a big YouTube boxing fan?
You know, if it's a YouTuber that's doing the boxing, yeah, it's weird. I don't like it either.
I mean, I love boxing.
But if it's actual boxing that's like sanctioned and everything like that, like it's supposed to be, and they're ranked fighters, then it's good.
Like Callum Smith this weekend, we watched him lose.
So, you know.
Chris Eubanks.
And we know football, like soccer for us, but yeah. Robbie's like, yeah, Everton are shit Premier League football club. Well, you guys have your own fight. John's like, I can see you grilling over an open flame sitting on low rocks, you hobbit. Oh my god. Robbie can't have open flames. His house is made of wood.
It's not a hovel or whatever those things are called.
I don't know. He shits through a
What are
in
those
a bucket,
things called
I guess.
that the hobbits live in? They put them in a hole on the wall.
Hobbit houses?
Yeah, but they call them. Well, I guess it is a hobbit house.
Hey, they're doing picture-in-picture on Raw tonight.
Hey,
Weird.
little picture-in-picture. We got Riddle in there with Drew Mack. Are we going to see more Rack Rod tonight about how her feud's not over with Rhea? That's what she posted today on TikTok. Or not TikTok, but on Twitter.
Who did?
Or X. Rack Rod.
Oh.
Her feud is not over.
Ew, not over. She's totally going to beat her ass.
Just beat it. Hey. Grew up with that song.
I don't know. Ayla should know what they're called. Ayla's a big Hobbit fan. What are the Hobbit houses called, Ayla? Tell us all of it. So besides Shinsuke versus Seth 2, I could see that be a last man standing match. Robbie says, John, you still need your mom to tuck you in at night, so what's your point? Ayla's like, you're to blame for your TikTok page. It's true, you are to blame for your TikTok page. Except for when other people send you things and you watch them, then your TikTok page becomes shit that they look at too. Just saying.
I go through and delete my histories, and then I clear my catches all the time. So I start fresh quite often, actually.
Ayla's like, James, what?
And it's also who you follow. So you have a follower section, and then you have like another section, but you'll get a lot. Like, so if you watch anybody that you follow's videos, you will get videos that are similar to them in your other ones. I've noticed that. So you have to be careful with who you follow.
True. Don't want to follow the crazies. Conspiracies.
I can basically follow just my family and a couple people in our chat. And what happens there is that nobody posts anything usually.
True. John's like, Mum joke's good one, Ravi, and Ayla's laughing. Yes, John. And Ayla's like, Ravi's mom and my mom run a whore home together. Nice.
What the?
Ravi's like, John, don't get personal, man. Please, I'm all for jokes. Just don't get personal with me. Aww.
Look at this.
James
Duke is
says,
shutting out Clemson.
Yes, KSI and all that is more fake than wrestling. I still love wrestling, though.
Yeah, we'll be, well, not on our channel, but personally, I will be watching the KSI fight against Tommy Fury, just because Tommy's basically a professional boxer, and then Logan Paul will be on that card, and he is a wrestler, so he's fighting Dylan Dennis. I think that's the guy's name. I can never get it right. He's the one that posts all the pictures of a different guy that his girlfriend's been with every day.
John threw out some fighting words, I guess. Ravi put him in a timeout. Ravi! Just because he called you an ass clown.
Jeez. That's funny.
Hobbit holes in the Shire, or that's just Hobbit holes. Okay. So it's like, did you see that Tony Khan was crying?
He blocked that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about Tony Khan.
Too bad somebody didn't slap him in the face to shut him up from it.
Is that the one where he was crying because the girls were chanting that he was a pussy? Because that's funny shit. Is that what you're talking about?
Possibly.
I don't have a lot of sympathy towards that stuff.
I don't either.
You know why he fired Punk? Because he feared for his safety. I feel like if you fear for your safety with CM Punk, you've got other issues.
Hell yeah.
Like, CM Punk ain't gonna physically do anything to you. What? Like, what could he do? Put you in a headlock?
Well, that and the fact that you have security if you're that worried about it. Like, and the thing of it is like, don't you just have, like, conversations? Like, sit down with a mediator and have a conversation here, guys. Like, no, we have to fire him because not only is he picking on people, I fear for my safety.
Yeah, he's something else. Like, he's a new generation just wackadoodle. He should not run a wrestling company. He can own it all he wants, whatever, with his dad. I understand that, but he needs somebody to run it for him that knows the business that you can't strong arm. Mm-hmm. That runs it. Like, just somebody that, if you walked in there and started talking shit, they'd just slap you in the face like Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Vince would smack somebody.
Heck yeah. But Tony Khan's, like, tiny. And some of those people are, like, way bigger than him, even though he hires all the tiny guys.
Right. Bret Hart punched Vince right in the face.
Well, there you go. It was like, Johnny Small, just give him it to him. He doesn't have a lot. So it was like, how was your Labor Day? It was a day.
It's been all right.
It was rainy.
Just another day for me. I don't see
Robbie's like,
special.
KSI will get slapped. Ayla's like, I literally told him the other day that I was putting him in his place below the knee of the average man. He just laughed. It's not you, John. Ayla's like laughing. Ouch. I know, right? He timed him out. Calling him an ass clown. Robbie. I know. Guys, don't get too personal with him. I mean, jokes are fine.
He's going to take your hat off and shove it so far up your ass it'll be a hat.
Robbie's sensitive sometimes, everybody. He's sensitive about his mom.
He's got feelings.
No, he doesn't. Okay, maybe. No,
He's not
he
a
doesn't.
redhead.
So he's like, do you suspect that CM Punk will snake his way back to the WWE? No.
Why not?
Sure, maybe he could try, but...
I'm surprised we haven't already heard the CM Punk chants. I thought of that today. I'm like, oh my God, they're coming back. Now they're going to start chanting fucking CM
They
Punk.
might.
CM.
I don't know, though. I think it'll be a little bit different this time, but yeah. So he says Kevin Owens was the rumored CM Punk Mania opponent for this past year. Yeah, that was a lot of stuff. Robbie's like, so any rematches on Raw tonight? Well, this is technically a rematch.
Yeah, we've seen this one a few times.
It's the Viking Raiders versus Drew and Riddle. What happened was they had the New Day thing, and then the New Day got hurt, and so it's kind of a rematch with them, I guess.
Right. And we don't know. I mean, we might see something that's rematchable.
For right now, this is the match we're getting.
I don't know the whole card yet, but I would assume we'll see Rackrod on here complaining about how her injustice.
Pretty sure she said she was going to be out there. Or she said that wasn't over. You said on X or something. So she'll probably come out and say something if she's on Raw. I can't remember if she is. So if it says it'll be interesting when Raw is on a major holiday.
Christmas. New Year's this year. And 24.
I don't know if it would really be on a holiday,
Oh, shit.
though.
She scared the shit out of him. He fell down.
Chris says, yep, old WWF wrestler Nails attacked McMahon.
Yeah.
Robbie says, he owns Fulham Football Club as well as AEW. Yeah, Khan's daddy.
Or the Daddy Khan.
Daddy Khan. Jerome. Juan.
Oh, there's no DQs.
Joseph. Oh, there isn't?
His name's Shad.
Oh, shit.
It's like Shad.
Oh, no. He kicked Riddle in the face. He was trying his hardest to get the Viking Raiders, and that didn't happen. Oh, no.
Oh, God. Did you see Kofi get thrown right at Drew McIntyre's face?
There you go. Grab his butthole.
Oh, no.
That's the place to do it.
His shorts are coming up. Oh, God.
They're like, here, let me grab your asshole real quick.
And they did it. The Raiders win. The Raiders win. You don't hear that a lot.
Eric's like, here, I got him. And Ivar's like, I can't get a grip. Let me grab your asshole. Literally
I seen it.
stuck his hand in his butthole to grab it.
That'll get him up in the air. At least it should.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Riddle might like it. But Duke looking like the Indianapolis Colts out there.
It was the clown part. I know. It's weird. Ass clown at that. So it was like, yeah. And he said CM Punk almost killed him.
Yeah, I'm sure he
did. That sounds very dramatic, Sophie. I don't feel that that's true. James says, I will watch it for a buzz. I seen all the wrestling in 35 years, TNA, AEW, CZW, NXT. Was gonna go AEW last week, but didn't. CM Punk is a burnout.
Yeah, I mean, he was done in 17.
A bum nut, my bad. Bum nut. If CM Punk comes back to WWE, it would be funny times. The problem with it, as it is, James, is not would it be funny times, but I'm not sure how positive that really would be for WWE. Because that would really specify that no matter how you act anywhere, whether it's their programming or anybody else's place, that it's fine to act like an asshat. And I don't think that's what they want. And I know CM Punk has a lot of fans and stuff like that. And I get it, you know, oh, he was wronged and yada, yada, yada. And they did it on these days. And how could they? And
oh, Seth coming out.
But you know what? He was part of the story. You can't take that out. He was there. He did the actions. And sometimes, unfortunately, people pay the consequences for their actions, whether other people like it or not.
Here comes Seth. He's in some wrestling gear, so we might see a Seth match here.
John, stop. John, leave him alone. Leave Ravi alone. You gotta find something else, bud. Don't agree with him. Give me a timeout about it. Step back in our corners, guys. Let's see. Walter's like, boo, Viking Raiders won. Robert Warney's in the chat, though. Hey, Robert says, hey, y'all. So he says, if it was Vince McMahon, he would fire him on the spot, not wait a week later. So he says, remember when there was no pay-per-views or on holiday weekends? Walter says, good match. And Neil's like, do you remember, Sophie? So he's like, Survivor Series is in Chicago this year, and that's when you'll hear your stuff. Chris says, reports saying Punk put draws AEW and WWE in search engines. I'm not saying he doesn't. That's what I said. Like, he has lots of fans. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
He was their number one merchandise seller.
That's just a fact.
AEW is going to pay for this move for the next 5 years.
At least.
This is going to hurt their company.
People are going to be upset and mad and angry. Ayla says, let me grab your a-hole. Robbie says, you know what Fulman did to one of their players they were selling? They let him go to Germany, and he took pictures in the Bayern Munich kit, and because Fulman failed to get a replacement and the deal ended.
Oh, dang.
Wow, that's ouchies. Robert says, how y'all doing? Pretty good, Robert. How are you? How was your Labor Day? Did you have to work today? John says, ad clones are short in England. Walter's like, Ayla's like, yes, they are. Walter's like, Seth Rollins and cool music. So he says, wonder what that means for the real world championship that CM Punk introduced on TV.
Nothing. It's over.
Sophie, it wasn't real. Like, that's funny that you're not even a fan of AEW and you know this stuff.
She reads the dirt sheets.
You know what? I don't care. Like, the fact that you would even think that it was a thing is just amazing to me. John says, is an SA? I said no names. People's like, means there's no more storyline. Walter's like, burn it down, Seth Rollins. I agree, Walter. I think they should just burn it down all to the ground with all those people in there. Wait, no, that's wrong. Sophie says, do you expect Judgment Day to hold on to the tag team championship for the long term?
No, they're going to split. I mean, they already have tension, right, with McDoo and all that. Mr. McDoo. Whatever his name is.
McDowell. James says, I've never been a fan of CM Punk. Think he sucks. CM sucks more like. There's a lot of people that are fans, and then you have the people that just aren't fans.
All right. Never been a fan. I don't like what they did, though. I like the business, and it's bad for business what they did. And I don't like that, because it literally has the possibility of putting them out of business. Especially if enough people boycott, because they only have 700,000 people that watch their shit anyways.
Yeah, like either time. Like whether it was Collision or Dynamite, really.
Yeah, Collision's like 300,000.
I wonder how that's going to hurt them. Oh, no. It's a good thing it's on a goddamn Saturday. Stupid fucking day.
Saturday.
Not only is it on a Saturday, but it's like, I'm going to put this in the prime time of the night.
Mm-hmm.
People will watch it, I swear. No, people aren't going to watch this shit on a Saturday night.
Especially if there's a pay-per-view on, which is weird. Mm-hmm. I don't like pay-per-views on Saturdays unless they're UFC or...
Jordan's in the chat. Hey, Jordan, sneak in my mouth. And he was like, I bet, Jordan. That's nasty, dude. Sophie's like, Endeavor is going to be the owners of the WWE starting sometime this month. They might want to sign CM Punk. No. So...
Still comes down to Vince. And
Vince runs WWE, and he's a bigwig in Endeavor, Sophie, so...
Yeah, he's like second
pretty
in charge in Endeavor.
sure he's gonna say no. Just saying. Robert says, I'm doing great. I was off work today, Labor Day. Oh, you got the day off. Nice.
Did
Chris
you know
says,
they had to bring him back for that deal? Endeavor would not do the deal unless Vince was involved in it. That's why the whole board had to, and it was all unanimous, all that shit. That was all because they wouldn't do the deal without Vince.
Yeah, we had talked about that when it kind of came about. Chris says, Ass Clown is what Jericho used to call his opponents. You know what? That does not surprise me. You just made the list. Oh. Tyler's in the chat. Hey, Tyler, good to see you. Says, good rub to you all. Tomorrow is the day. Yeah, the day. Yeah. You get your checkup to see if you can eat some food. It was like, what about clown ass? Is that better? Maybe. I don't know. Sophie's like, there are jokes out there. CM Punk's next promotion will be unpacked. I
don't know if he'd do it. He's got plenty of money.
Not really worried about it, Sophie. John says he did, Chris. Ask Clown for sure. Walter's like, Judgment Day will lose the belts. Oh, no. It was like, delete that. Sophie thinks Idaho is an adult club in Florida. That might be true. Tyler's like, Ayla, Rob. And Ayla's like, Rob. Travis, too. Tyler's like, what the fuck, Ayla? And Robbie's like, so could Chad win the IC title, really? No. Tonight? No.
Not a chance. I honestly think there's less chance of getting bombed right now than...
Ayla says, she asked if Idaho was a state. I told her it was a club. That's true. Tyler says, people are saying Ilja should be the one to challenge Gunther.
Elijah,
I guess. Tyler says, Ayla, guess what? Ayla's questioning it. And Chris says, Ravi wants the Travis and D-Rub. That means you putting him over. Oh. John's like, it sounds like a club in Florida. Potato Skins. That's pretty good, John. It's a good one. Let's make a club. Call it Potato Skins. Tyler says, you made the list, Pug. Ayla says, everyone wants to upset Ravi, and I'm here for it. Robbie's like, Chris, you're funny. My sides are splitting. James says, Pice. Anyways, enjoy Raw. I'm off to watch AEW event from the other day. I've been told it was good. Till next time. Peace and love. Right, bye, James. Thanks for hanging out with us for a moment. Hopefully you come back and see us. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
All the time. Pay-per-views.
We do AEW Dynamite on Wednesdays. Ayla says, they don't have teeth, John. Tyler's like, tag me and Ayla. Jordan's like, who eats clown ass? Ew. Sophie says, Gunther versus Gunther, the rightful match as the main event. Okay.
I mean, they've been playing it all, like, they keep playing, like, who's the best Intercontinental Champion so far and everything. So they are playing it up like it is a main event. Well, Shinsuke's coming back out. They have their rematch.
His music's different. Huh, that's interesting. I don't like it as much as I did the other one. There's the rest of it. Walter says, Charlotte, North Carolina, home of Ric Flair. Woo. And Sophie says, I meant Gable. Stupid autocorrect. Yeah, I'm sure that it might be Gable versus Gunther as the main event, but who knows? I don't know. It looks like Ravi does Jordan. Ravi does. Robbie's like, hey, Lil, I'm here for it also. John says, oh, teeth on strippers? Nah. Tyler says the Shield are all champions. 2 in WWE and 1 in AEW. He says to call it a gummer instead of a Hummer. And Chris says Seth is a visionary. He is a revolutionary ass cuck. Tyler says today Seth at Mars 100 Days as champion. And Chris says Seth talking right now. Imagine LA Knight theme plays. And Sophie says wonder if this means Edge will re-sign with the WWE.
It's hard to say. I mean, they could throw a lot of money at him in AEW, but I would assume if he wants to stay in wrestling, it'll be with WWE.
Yep. Walter says, oh, geez, Shinsuke, no fights, guys. Seth has a hurt back. Does he?
Spinal.
Tyler says the cash cows are running amok. Robbie says Seth needs a beat down. Cool beans. They're running amok.
Oh, please don't be another 26 minutes.
Oh, hey, they're going to have a rematch right now.
Say no, Nakamura.
Sophie says, I saw clips of that pay-per-view last night with Samoa Joe pushing MJF like he did when he was in NXT. Robbie says, Nakamura always looks ready to go in hard. Sounds gross, man. He looks like he needs a samurai sword right now, but okay.
Yeah.
Tyler says, so if I'm cleared to eat some solid foods tomorrow, what should be the first thing I should eat? I thought you were having waffles and fried chicken. Sophie says, wonder how many people missed the pay-per-view last night. Don't know, Sophie.
3, probably 3.
Tyler, you missed Aaron on 3 different accounts. Ayla's like, Aaron, not Aaron. Aaron. Harley's like, good night, everybody. Good night, Harley. Thanks for hanging out with us for a minute. And Walter wants Nakamura to speak English so he can understand him. Either that or we need subtitles.
He said no. Did you understand that one?
Robbie says, I wish WWE would let Nakamura speak more. John's like, I need subtitles. P. Cola's like, bacon cheese fries. Bacon cheese fries. Yum. It's appetizer at the potato skins.
He said, excuse me? No. So the challenger is saying no to the champion?
Tyler's like, really? He had 3 accounts? What does he go by now? He goes by Aaron and a couple other weird ones. It looks like fat bacon cheese chips. And Sophie's like, my mom has to do her IV like every 8 hours. Yep, IV antibiotics every 8 hours.
Yeah. Infection stuff. Not going to work for him.
Harley's like, Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. We'll be here Wednesday.
So Nakamura doesn't want to work, but Seth's going to just go after him? Make him work?
I guess. This is weird. She was like, Robbie was like, no. Not even close, Tyler. It was like, I don't remember. One was Aaron and one was Lucky Ducky. I can't remember the last one. The Lucky Ducky was the last one, I thought. Walter's like, yes, fight! Yeah, fight! Oh, look, they got security people out there to stop him. And Robbie's like, Nakamura will get Seth when he's not expecting it. Yeah, that bastard.
Not gonna do it. Why is Ricochet out there?
Oh, well, he has to help him.
Why?
He's like, I'm gonna beat you up. Seth's my bud. I guess he's fighting him now? I don't know what the fuck. That's weird.
Just weird. I don't like
Why are you inserting yourself into things that don't concern you, Ricochet?
I honestly thought Clemson would smoke Duke. And it's 6-0.
It's the second
quarter, I know, but still.
Duke's not even ranked.
I know, that's what I said. I figured they would get routed, like 70-0. Duke's not good.
It was like Sam had a piece of steak stuck in her esophagus for 3 days. What the fuck?
Nice. Did it start to rot in there?
How on earth?
Did it like ferment?
Like, how is that even possible? Is she going to remember to chew her food a lot next time or take smaller bites? What the hell?
20
How did that even
plus
happen?
chews per bite.
Robbie's like, F knows who Ayla's mate Aaron is. Well, last time I checked, Robbie, I think he's your friend. Tyler's like, Sammy and Jay had an Uzi reunion. That deserves a huge rub. So he says, I wonder when Beth will fight Rhea. What the fuck? Why would Beth fight Rhea?
Because of the whole throat thing with the chair at WrestleMania. That's weird. We forgot about that.
It was like, Ravi, mind your business. John says, no work on Labor Day unless you're short staff in a chocolate factory. Oh, no. Tyler says, Ravi, me and Ayla both hate Aaron. And it was like Walter, too, Tyler. Sophie's like, it depends on what type of surgery because the doctors give you different diets based on the surgery. Well, Sophie, he got his wisdom teeth taken out. So he's been on soft food for a few weeks. So, yeah. He's probably chomping at the bit to eat something more solid. Probably not steak, considering you have to chew it a lot or else it'll get stuck in your esophagus. Don't do that.
For 3 days.
That sounds bad. Robbie says Ricochet will never win any more titles, although the rascal thinks he can get involved. He was out there, Robbie. He was involved. He decided to throw himself in the fray of things for some ungodly reason. It was like, not to mention Luke's hatred. Oh. So I said, it's a good thing he's not here. He would have Aaron quickly. He would have been annihilated immediately. Tyler says, rub to Ayla, Travis, Walter, and Puggles. And Sophie says, I wonder when Becky will face Rhea. I don't know if that's going to happen, Sophie. They're not really pushing Becky into like any kind of
Becky and Tiffany
belts.
will probably be wrestling at the next NXT pay-per-view, which is coming up pretty soon, too.
Yeah, Tyler says, Puggles says hi. He vibing. Hey, Puggles.
Woo, Pugs.
Ella says, yeah, they had to scope her and take it out. She literally couldn't eat or drink. For 3 goddamn days, what'd she think? She's like, you know what? It's fine. I need to lose a couple pounds. Like, what the fuck? Chris says, a German... Now, my question is, could you make yourself throw up and would it come out? If it was stuck in your esophagus. I mean, is it in the, like... Was it in the breathing esophagus part, or is it in the eating part? Because it sounds like it was the eating part.
It was in the eating part.
Chris says a German chocolate factory? Maybe. Sophie says, wonder when Demian will cash in. Who knows? It was like she thought she had just choked and coughed it up and had like a sore throat or something, but apparently she didn't. That's kind of weird. John's in Switzerland, Chris, and Walter's like, Raw's great!
Yeah, it's doing pretty good tonight.
It was like, I don't know. She should have went to the hospital way earlier eating part. Well, the drinking part, like fluids are way more important than food because you can get dehydrated very quickly.
3 days without food's good for you.
3 days without food isn't that big of a deal, but 3 days without liquids, that's not good. Tyler says, Walter, me and Ayla were talking, ilking about Aaron. Ravi says, Walter, it started not too bad, but it's early days. Walter's like, yes, Tyler.
They're trying to make it sound like Seth just defends the title no matter what. He's so great.
Oh, that's why, because Ricochet's going to have a fight with Shinsuke?
It is. It's happening now, and it's underway. Ricochet.
Shinsuke's like, I don't want to fight you. Oh, you do. It was like, yeah, she fainted. So her husband said, nope, going to the ER. Yeah. Walter's like, Ricochet for the win.
Yeah, I don't see. If they do that, then there's...
They might as well just give up on Shinsuke forever.
Just send him back.
Shinsuke better fucking win this. Either he walks off like this isn't worth his time, or he beats the living shitholes out of him and gives him the 1-2. Because otherwise, it would just look like... It would look like crap for fucking Shinsuke.
Seth. It'll make Seth look bad. He went 26 minutes with the guy. This match ain't lasting 26 minutes. So if, by going by just that, if Shinsuke loses within under 26 minutes, it says that Ricochet is better than Seth.
Right. Why Zack Nakamura doesn't deserve to lose to jobbers.
Exactly.
He doesn't even deserve to have a match like this. This is ridiculous.
Well, it's okay as long as he dominates and decimates. And any other D word. Dissects.
Dick?
He dicks
Bag
him.
of dicks?
You think he's going to dick him?
Maybe. Tyler's like, damn it, Travis Puggles is barking at you now. Why did you take his doggy treats? Sophie says rumors are they are going back to Saudi Arabia on November 7th. And John's like, Ricochet might be in AEW by January.
November 7th, huh? That's when they're planning on doing it?
That's funny, John.
That's a-
AEW by January. That's hilarious, sir.
That's a Tuesday. They're not going to do it on a Tuesday.
Are you sure you're in November? I don't know where you're at. Robbie says, can have a match, but to lose to that should be in catering. That's not good. No, he shouldn't lose. And the match should technically be over right now. It was like, I got to go for a minute, get Oz ready for bed, school tomorrow morning. Like, he's starting school? Or is it tomorrow's first day in school again?
Jewel.
I don't know. What does it mean?
Cannonball.
They have meats.
Because of the cannonball. Oh, look. Picture-in-picture's still going. Maybe it's just the first hour. Although that'll be over in 3 minutes. If you're into that. Looks like Nakamura is trying to choke him out. Instead of doing that, he should just hit him with that Shinsasa or whatever the fucking move is and end it.
True.
Knee him in the head. Use your educated feet. Is that like here or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a fire.
Looks like it's close. Yeah, they usually turn them off right there. At that intersection. When they're driving to the old folks' homes. Ew. Strong winds.
Sophie said sometime early November. Walter says, guys, get your medicine. Be healthy. Ew, Walter, nobody wants medicine. John says, okay, February maybe. And Tyler says, I'm going to make a bowl of ice cream. Be right back. I'm like, you're going to make it?
Oh, February 7th. Are you talking about for the pay-per-view?
November.
Well, he said.
For Saudi Arabia, early
7th
November.
of February, then, anyway.
And John says Ricochet is going to be in AEW by January. And then says, okay, February maybe.
Oh, Ricochet. Yeah, that'd be cool.
He wasn't fired the first rounds of firings. Why would he get fired this time? You guys are funny. Tyler's like, I'm going to make a bowl of ice cream. And Dayla says, yeah, first day at 7:20 a.m. What the fuck? Why does he have to be to school so
that seems early for little ones.
Like, that's really early for such a little dude.
Shit, doesn't high school start at 8 or 8:15
Yeah.
or 8:05 or something?
Sophie says, my mom can't go to bed until her medicine is done tonight. Yep, you can't.
That's true.
Walter says, come on, Ricochet, win. And Chris says, Damien can cash in anytime, any place, not just the ring. So maybe cash in on a hurt Rollins in the back. Plus, they never did that scenario.
Yeah, supposedly you can. I mean, I would assume it has to be a match, but you can make it a false count anywhere match.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be a normal-ass match. This was an impromptu match, so it wasn't planned.
It was like 7:30 to 11:30. John's like, Bueller. Robbie says, LOL, Chinsasa. Walter says, okay, now WWE doing AEW commercial.
They need to. I say it all the time.
They're just doing picture-in-picture is what he meant by that, but yeah.
Oh, never mind.
So it says it'll be interesting how long this feud will last. So it says I'm way behind you guys because I had to pause the TV to help my mom with something.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sorry.
Well, at the commercial, fast forward it and catch up.
You can. It's picture-in-picture.
Eh, nobody need to watch those picture-in-picture commercials, do they?
I don't know.
Uh-oh, Damien in the back watching. Why is he interested? Why does he give a shit? Make it make sense. Why would he care? Neither of them are champions. They keep stressing that any place, any time, any place. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Usually don't hear that very often.
Yeah. But he's already the tag team titles. I feel like they have to lose those first before he cashes in that money.
He could always cash in on NXT and make that title relevant. Because he would be a really good NXT champion.
Hmm.
I mean, why not?
Possibly. Walter says, okay, bad guys. See you Wednesday for AEW. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, drink that water.
Will do, Walter. Have a good rest of your night, Walter.
Good
Thanks
night.
for hanging out with us. Sophie says this is a setup show to what we might see at the next pay-per-view.
Oh, God. Hopefully not. I don't want to see Ricochet at the pay-per-view.
Is it, Sophie? That's great.
Nakamura pops up.
Why we're still watching this is beyond
that?
me. Robbie says, Ricochet, wasn't he in a group with Apollo and that other dude? I can't think of his name.
You know, I don't remember, but maybe Apollo and General Aziz. Is that who you're talking about? 1, 2, 3. Nope.
We should have kicked out in a 1.
Or are you talking about, like, what was his name? Who's the trainer in the video game?
Gulak.
Yeah, Gulak. Because wasn't Ricochet with him for a while, too? Big knee.
I don't remember. I don't follow Ricochet's stuff enough to remember anything about him.
I didn't mind Ricochet. I actually kind of liked Ricochet until they just tried to make him popular every day by using him constantly. And it just, nah, I'm done with him.
I mean, it's cool to have him, like, have stories and stuff like that, but, like, trying to make it all, like, he's Seth's friend and shit or something weird is weird to me.
Missed. I like me on the ground yesterday, or last week.
Sophie says, I'm not up to the picture-in-picture part. John says Shinsuke is struggling with Ricochet. Yeah, because it's going how long now? It should have already been over, like, 10 minutes ago.
We're right at 9 minutes, right when you asked.
Yeah, it should have been over 10 minutes ago.
1 minute before it began.
Yep.
That's great math.
John says that, and Ravi says, D, that Bryan match on AEW was just a car wreck. Didn't make sense at all. Dude, I forgot all about it. Thanks for bringing it up, Jesus. You're obsessed. Fuck, man. For somebody who doesn't like somebody, you sure bring them up a lot. I mean, a lot.
Do you think his girlfriend will grab the chair? Oh.
No.
Oh, there's the bell. So Ricochet wins 9:34.
He wins because Shinsuke got tired of his shit and is beating him with a chair. I think Nakamura doesn't want to play his game anymore, so he's like, I'm done. Get in there. I'm going to beat your ass.
This is the crap I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is just stupid. So he had to resort to a chair.
Hit him with that knee.
Yeah, do it. Robbie's like, nah, I was just commenting to you. Sure you were. People's like, so what happened? With what? Hey, Seth's coming down to save somebody that nobody gives a shit about. Jesus Christ. WWE, get your shit together. This is fucking retarded.
Well, it's like, hey, we want Seth to not have a good storyline, I guess.
They're like, we want to make it as lame as we possibly can.
Why?
Hey, you know what? You guys want to make this fucking title relevant? This is not it. This is not it. I was like, Nakamura needs better. Whatever. Nakamura needs something. Feels like, sorry guys, just trying to fill in answers on Word. Okay, so Seth came down, blah, blah, blah. Then Shinsuke came down and they like yacked at each other. And Seth was like, you want to have a fight now? And Shinsuke's like, no, I don't want to have a rematch right now. And then they got into a fight, like a brawl. And then Ricochet's like, I came to save your poor Sethy poo. And then they had an impromptu match between Ricochet and Shinsuke. And somehow Ricochet's like Seth's savior or some shit.
Because Seth is garbage, I guess? I don't understand it. Not tonight. It would have been perfect right there. Go cash in.
I was like, holy, you made it back. John's like, wish you well in your future endeavors, Ricochet. Signed Triple H. Doubtful. If they're going to throw him in shit like this and try to make him all besties with Seth. Jesus. Dumb.
Culmination.
Rivalry.
Rehash.
They're doing a rehash trash of the Payback match between Trish and Becky, and then that Zoe lady came in and ruined everything, and then her and Trish had a fight together, and
Trish was
don't
somehow
like each
a heel.
other now.
And now Becky's going to go to NXT and wrestle Tiffany for a while.
Tiffany had to go in the back and was like, I beat everybody. Oh, but you haven't been champion of NXT, blah, blah, blah. You know, all that garbage. Robbie's like, Ricochet, is he going to be a heel now? I don't know.
No.
Man. Why would he be that?
Not today.
How about we never just see anything about it ever again and we don't see her ever again? Oh, no, we got to see her now.
Nick Moranis, remember him?
Yes.
Money I Shrunk the Kids. Look at her lips when she talks.
A little bit, yeah.
It's Nick Moranis.
Joey says Zoe should come out to Dude Looks Like a Lady. Oh, John! John! Hey, it's Shayna.
Irrelevant women's match.
I was like, that Payback match, Trish Becky, was not too bad for a kickoff match.
No, it was all right.
Yeah, too bad it really wasn't a payback or anything. But yeah,
They could have made that the main
like
event, and I would have been fine with it.
Ooh, she's going to show her stuff. That's gross.
If somebody challenges you to a match, you don't go, well, meet me out there and show me. You don't try to turn it around and make it look like you invited her into the match when she just invited you into the match. That's the dumbest thing ever. Oh, Judgment Day.
And John's like, strange brew. Chris is like, hopefully Tiffany Stratton shows up tonight. And Robbie's like, DLL, you were invested. And Chris is like, battle of the
huge
bad
match
asses.
tomorrow night.
Yeah, totally bad in their asses. Robbie's like, oh, it's Shayna with her 8-year-old kid's voice. Did you hear Zoe talk? So he hooked the belts together in the back.
Uh-huh.
It's actually pretty smart. Weird, but pretty smart, actually.
Right.
I'm just going to drape these over my shoulders.
Dominic. By the way, Paul Heyman said that he's the greatest North American champion of all time. Which made me laugh because I say it all the time.
Arifa Sayarad is in the chat.
Good to see you in here.
Nice to see you tonight. Hello. If you can, please put English in the chat. We'll definitely chat with you. But otherwise, welcome. Welcome. Robbie says, I don't pay too much attention to the taking on Raw. That's good. Yeah, taking. John's like, did Dom buy that belt online? I think so, John. It's probably why he has it. delicious.
That girl kicked that door down. And I watched a fireman kick a door today, like 12 times, and he couldn't get the door down. So she's way stronger than he is.
Wow, that's weird.
And it should not allow men to be firemen if they can't kick a door in. Because the women can do it in heels.
Yeah, definitely. Wow, they're amazing.
Yeah, we're back with Tide. Why wouldn't we be? Judgment Day. Are they going to have a match?
I don't know. Or are they just coming down to yak at us for a minute because we need more of that in our lives?
Well, they'll come down and talk, and then they'll have singles matches, each one of them. Although Dominic's now in NXT, I would assume. Like, is he ever going to have a normal match?
He doesn't, whatever the title, nobody's upset about it, which is weird.
Well, he's not going to defend the title. He has nobody.
Nobody's defending it. He's not even defending it. So why does he even have a title if he's not even defending it? What a loser. Like, ugh, why does he even have a title? Like, that guy.
Thug life. When you're in thug life like that, you just...
You don't have to, like, defend your titles.
Because of the thug life.
Oh, look, Ludwig Kaiser's in our chat. Greetings, peasants. Sweet.
Greetings. Yeah, so what do you think about Dominic's title run? Is he the greatest North American champion ever?
John's like, Ring General Cuddy. Yeah, that's it. Gross. Why would you use your loved ones? That's kind of gross.
Ba 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 ba.
I was like, it's the Judgment Day. Finn really landed on his feet. Otherwise, he would be in catering.
Yeah.
Is that what we're calling it, Ravi? Landing on his feet? All right. Louis like, you shall respect a Ring General Gunter.
Yeah, respect RESPECT.
How are things going with, what's her face? You figuring that out?
The smoke show?
No. She's not really a smoke show.
She's pretty smoky.
I mean, she's pretty, but smoke showish.
Yeah, she's more like a pencil, but she's still all right.
Rob was like, yeah, D. Will Finn, he got lucky, didn't he?
Maxine Dupree.
Who was he getting lucky with?
Maxine Dupree?
No. Robbie's telling me that Finn's getting lucky, so I'm not sure who he's getting lucky with, but... John's like, D's
gold.
nuts, Ludwig. Oh, no, not the nuts. Ludwig's like, I'm trying to use my European riz on Maxine, but Gable and Otis cock blocking. Shame for shame.
It happens.
You gotta be snazzier, I guess. It's funny because he can't even get words out.
That's because he's terrible.
Oh, well, I know he's terrible, but like they boo him and it puts him off.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Robbie's like, Travis, how you enjoying Raw tonight? It's about like raw chicken, Robbie. Nobody
I'm just
enjoys
waiting.
it.
I'm honestly just waiting for it to be over at this point. I'm hoping for some wrestling. We haven't had any. We've had 2 matches, and I know we're over an hour in.
And one of them was really stupid. We don't even know who won that one. Oh, the Vikings did.
Yeah, the Vikings.
We don't even know how long it was.
I did. Yeah,
because nobody cared. Because it was weird. Like, why would anybody put that on there? A great voice of... This is dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness sakes.
Where's McDough? He'll show up any second, right? He's got to show up.
Who is it?
McDough or Doe.
Oh, McDowell. Gotta get the McDowell out there sometime.
There he is.
Oh, they've been in each other's pockets for 20 years.
Back pocket.
Rob was like, oh, that 80s look Dom has makes him look like a nerd.
Finn's thanking himself. Cool. So he has won the United States Championship then?
I guess. I have no idea. I didn't know he did.
And he won the title that Seth has? Because you'd have to win that to be a Grand Slam champion.
At this point, yeah.
It's a belt. It's out there.
You deserve it. Oh, God. This is just gross.
Well, Rhea's not good at this part.
No. All of it. It doesn't have nothing to do with her. The whole thing's just gross. John's like, you guys are 40s and good Lord. I'd want to drive someone over in my car. Yeah, I feel like that about North Carolina right now. Charlotte.
Come and raise up. Take your shirt off. Twist around your hands. Spin it like a helicopter.
I was like, Finn with 2 belts looks awful. The whole 2 belts for the tag team stuff is awful no matter what, Robbie. Like, they can't make it look good.
Plus, those belts are ginormous. I mean, they even look big on fucking
Damian?
And he's big.
Oh no, not the Jey Uso talk. Chris says, see, I knew he was technically Grand Slam champ, but not U.S. title. Well, not only that, but he hasn't won Seth's title either, and that's a new one. So, Pico's like, hey, I'm going to stretch my legs, get a refill in the kitchen. You should get that refill going on. I was like, who is writing this script needs an ass kicking. Pico's like, then we can start Jeopardy. Durr.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. It might speed up the show a little bit. Who's this?
No, it's people.
This has got to be McDowell, right? Because I don't know this music.
It's McDowell. How exciting for us all. I was like, Cola, did you still chain yourself to the tree? He cut himself loose. He was only doing it for yesterday, Ravi.
It is good. What's he have? Explain it.
Ugh. No, I don't like it. Can you go
What's
away?
he have? Is it a plaque? Is it a belt?
It's probably a bomb.
The fuck would he have a bomb for?
I don't know, but it seems like something he would do.
I think that's illegal. You can't just have a bomb.
Oh, really? John's like, this JD guy might have brought his own belt too.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, Johnny's like, look, I got my participation trophy belt.
Oh, are they going to give him a new briefcase? The briefcase has to go. It looks like it could be a briefcase.
Well, he is holding it with a
Yeah.
thing.
So they're breaking out a new type of briefcase.
Give it a minute. You need this one. He's like, I'm going to find
What's
my
it
way
say
in.
on it?
Senior, money in the
senior.
bank. It's blue.
Does it count?
I don't know. Boo! Boo! Boo!
He threw the mic down.
It's because Sammy's coming out again?
Yeah, and Sammy's friends with this new guy, Jay.
That Jay guy, because they hate him. Everybody hates him. Rob is like, who's this guy? I never heard of him. McDowell? I don't know. He talks funny, though. John's like, Travis, give him a briefcase. He's
They're over
got a
there.
new blue one, and he gave his old one to
I'll have to
Dom. So I don't
buy a
know
new
what's going to
briefcase.
happen
I'll have
now.
to check out the store and see if they have it.
Ew, nobody wants that crap.
You don't want the purple briefcase?
I don't want a blue briefcase. It's blue, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. turds.
Fuck, you gotta be kidding me, Sammy. You used to be good at this.
Wow, he's seeing turds.
Maybe it's time to
Are we
flush
in
them.
3rd grade? Chris says, no, the green one has contract in it. JD tricking Priest so we can cash in. Go at Chris. It's funny, though, is Dom has it. So I don't know who's getting tricked.
You know, it would be fantastic if that was the story.
That would be hilarious.
But I don't want to see that fucking dude champion. So,
barf.
but it would make for a
no,
good
but it would
story.
be hilarious if he did, and then he tried to use it and lost. That would be funny. Although it would take it off Damien, which would be sad. But, you know, hey, it'd be hilarious at the same time. I was like a tag team match incoming? Maybe. I don't know.
Nah, it looks like a one-on-one match. Dominic versus Seth. Or Sammy. It's going to be McDowell.
What the fuck, McDowell?
You're not the only one that screwed ya. Because you have too big of a head. Holy crap, Clemson just threw an interception to number 7.
Go number 7. Run it in, buddy. Oh, you almost got to the 50. Oh, what is it? Right now? Later?
McDowell stole a match from Dominic.
He's got to go change his clothes.
They're upset. The Judgment Day's pissed off.
Are they?
Yeah.
They were mad, and then they're like, whatever, dude. If you want to be murdered, that's fine with us. My fun part would be is I hope none of them come out to help him if he gets his ass beat. Which he won't, but I mean, it'd be funny. They're like, oh, sorry, Mr. McDowell.
Yeah, we
forgot about you.
He's going to lose to Sammy.
He better. That's just dumb.
Hey, see? Look. Pedro Morales. Ultimate Warrior. Razor.
I see title
Ramon.
stuff.
He used to be so prestigious. The Rock.
Even Ray up there.
Ray. Wade Barrett.
That's just silly.
Seth frickin' Rollins. Some good ones.
Yeah, that. I was like, what's Sammy saying now? That his butthole hurts and he needs different toilet paper.
Yeah, Sammy said basically he just needs to switch out his TP.
I was like, this JD guy is another twat, it seems.
Because there's turds all over in the ring.
Basically, Ravi. Twat.
Yeah, he's just a filler guy right now.
John says they should used briefcases to fans with tickets in them like golden tickets. Internet would shut down.
Yeah.
Peagle's like, how interesting. I have that as a category, kinda. Twats? Guys is twats? What?
What the?
John's like, auction off. Oh, they should auction them off. That makes a lot more sense. Rob is like, Razor was the best IC title holder.
You think he's better than Jericho?
Chris, they didn't even show him. That's hilarious. Chris says at least they're making this meaningful for Gunther, showing all these champs. Right?
Oh, big power bomb.
Hey, we were right. We guessed that one right of the main event. Chad and Gunther. Ooh. Now we're getting some ladies out there we don't really care about. This garbage of Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark.
Fuck.
This will be 2 minutes of my life gone. I'll never get back. Robbie says, Travis, you're really struggling tonight on Raw. And Robbie's like, yeah, it's better than Chris J. And Chris J was geek. John's like, these Tool will fail. 3 days short of IC record. Oh.
No, there's no way he's losing.
This Tool will fall 3 days short of the IC record. I don't think they'll do that to him, actually. John, I think that he's going to win it. And it's going to be probably a longer match for sure. And it'll be weird, but I don't think
Damian Priest will cash
in
in on him. Become Intercontinental Champion. Because that'll be hilarious.
Wouldn't it? John's like, hold up. Honky Tonk Man is best IC champ Macho, then perfect.
Macho's pretty damn good at it. And I love the Ultimate Warrior when he was Intercontinental Champion too. But I get that he wasn't a great wrestler, but he was super exciting when I was a kid. Let's see who's back. Right. I don't know who that was, but I know who Tom Brady is. I don't know who the other guy with him was, though.
That wasn't what's his face?
I don't know who that was.
The one that retired with him multiple times.
Gronk?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That wasn't Gronk.
I didn't see him good enough. Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back?
Robbie says 90-second match. Yeah. Chris is like, calling this now after Chad versus Gunther, NXT UK wrestler by the name of Rampage Brown will be the ghost that haunts Walter, a.k.a. Gunther. He looks like a Goldberg type and almost beat Walter for the title.
Oh, dang.
Why? Just throw McDowell at him.
Yeah, they'll probably throw freaking...
Just have McDowell fight him. I mean, he lost to him.
Dragon
after all,
some
McDowell is
shit.
just so great. I mean... Oh, wait, no, the other guy, Dragunov, that looks just like him. They're like twinsies. Those two are creepy-looking motherfuckers. That's all I gotta say. And they are kind of look the same, don't they?
Ludwig and...
No. McDowell and that guy that beat Walter
Dragunov?
for the title, yeah.
Right. Dragunov, to me, looks just like Ludwig Kaiser, but shorter.
John says Warrior was coked up and on roids. Who isn't, John? Who isn't?
It's the best time to be alive, man.
Ludwig cost Gunther belt. Ooh, no. People's like, why isn't Clemson skunking Duke by 12 touchdowns by now?
I don't understand what's happening. I'm watching this game, and Duke's moving the ball on him.
Travis asked it way earlier when the game first started, at the very beginning of the second quarter when we were watching it.
Clemson's
I can't believe
defense
it's still
is keeping
the second quarter. That's even weirder.
Yeah, Clemson's keeping them in the game. Their defense is keeping them in the game.
Like, well, we gotta give this guy a chance.
Duke's only scored 2 field goals, but holy crap.
John's like, Clemson, come on, Cola. Chris is like, yeah, Ludwig and Dragunov look the same. Yeah.
They both look like the freaking elf on Rudolph.
This dentist one.
Uh-huh. I want to be a dentist. Because he's different. This Thursday, Lions and Chiefs kicks off the season. NFL.
Woo.
Not for long.
Pickle is like, yeah, you're right, John. That doesn't mean anything. You still want Clemson to kick their ass. You may not be a fan of Clemson, but you're still not a fan of Duke.
I'm a fan of Duke basketball.
Lies.
Basketball. Or me.
Pickle's like, yummy, yummy, yummy. I got melon in my tummy and sticky keyboard keys.
Yeah.
Why don't you use chopsticks to eat your melon? So critical. John's like, when was Clemson last good game? 3 or 4 seasons ago?
Yeah, it was against Alabama, the Crimson Tide, I believe. I could be wrong, though. Let's make it official. They are. Don't I know what he says?
So red.
That's awesome. Sasquatch is like that. Dear God.
She's not medically cleared again?
Oh, God. He said it's her. She's standing right behind her. There she is. Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
How long were you standing there? Well, at least they didn't strip her of the title. You're Chiquita.
I hope Piper Niven really isn't her again or
I
something.
think she is, or they wouldn't have
Jesus.
said that, right?
That's just weird. I don't understand.
If Piper can't wrestle, she needs to go away.
Don't tease us with being good wrestlers. I was like, Cola, you got all the snacks then. Snacks. John's like, no, Rock Rod. And Pico is like, Texas and Bama will be a slobber knocker. Robbie's like, Rock Rod on the sideline. Pico's like, guess what wrestling show I won't bother flipping to? And
Impact.
Robbie's like, which one, Cola? And Pico's like, stupid Collision. Chris says,
Nobody watches it
Alba
anyways.
and Isla Dawn placed a curse on the title before they left. Where are they?
Right? They might have started the curse.
John's like, dude, looks like a lady. Oh, man. Marcos, Chaz in the chat. Hey, Marcos says, is wrestling still popular? What the hell?
Yeah, it's still popular.
It's really popular with
Millions
a lot
and
of people.
millions of people
watch it on a weekly basis.
There's a new company called AEW, if you're not familiar with it. So
Yeah,
kinda
they've
like
been
the
popular
old
for at least the last 4 years.
And they've been around for 4 years now. Well, in October.
And this match did start. Did you click your thingy?
I always
Zoe
click
and
my
Shayna
thingies.
out here doing their thing.
A little side headlock.
Or
Which
is that collision? Oh, that needs to be axed.
yeah, they got to do something, but they're not going to. The
Nope.
networks need these live TV shows that aren't scripted.
Yeah, because the writers aren't working, so they got to have something.
I'm surprised WWE doesn't throw another one on somewhere. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they would do. Maybe an all-women's channel.
Right?
Definitely.
Marcos says the Ultimate Warrior was my favorite back in the day.
There you go. See? That's what I was saying, too.
Yeah.
He was awesome. He was so much excitement back in the day. Jacked up on coke and roids. But nobody cared.
Coke and roids. Oh, no, not the clutch already.
Yeah. Not the
Oh,
Oscar
she
lock.
fell
Whoa!
down and got her out. Oh, what the fuck
Look
is this shit?
It's very wise. Trying to get her shoulders down.
I
Zoe
don't even know
Stark.
what the hell that
Shayna
was.
Baszler.
Chris says they just need to throw Sky Blue out there all the time on Collision.
That's
John's
it.
like, he's on next, Chaz. Robbie's like, bring back Sunday Night Heat. Let's not say we did.
Yeah, you just basically put Sky Blue out there.
Just put her out there all the time.
Well, just like if she was in the Bloodline. Right? Just start her own little faction and have her out there 3 times a night. Starts the show, ends the show.
Chris says, this is Battle of the Sheena the Eye Candy. Oh, Chris. Picole's like, right, he's facing the Brooklyn Brawler.
Oh, shit. That's some good shit back in the day. Is Brooklyn Brawler still around? Because I'm pretty sure the Warrior's not.
I have no idea.
Well, I know the Warrior's dead. He died the next night after WrestleMania.
Alright, then we got Tasha McCray in the chat. Hey, Tasha.
Tasha.
Says, bruh. Bruh.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Good to see you in here, though. Subscribe. Hang out with us. We talk about other shit besides wrestling.
Chris says Brooklyn Brawler versus Undertaker was a classic.
Good stuff back in the day.
Well, it's past the first hour of Raw, but they're still doing picture-in-picture tonight, guys.
Yeah, looks like they're doing it all night. Do you want a Snickers
That's
protein bar?
weird. I don't know. Maybe. Might try one sometime. Depends on if they have fake sugar shit in it. If it's got that fake sugar crap, I won't eat it. Marco says, you guys remember the Bushwhackers?
Yeah, Luke and Butch. Right?
Ask
Another
me. I don't know who
Bushwhacker.
they are.
Bo and Luke, right? No, that's the Dukes of Hazzard.
Ah, yeah.
Anyways, I'd have to write it. Look, it's Luke. Butch.
Robbie says, 2 lovely bits of crumpets in the ring. Barf.
I think it's Bush. Butch.
You don't like watching Shayna and this other lady, Stark lady out
Zoe.
there?
They get in this one during the commercial and nobody'd even notice.
Oh, Robbie's like, Snickers are decent. Yeah, real ones are good. Chris says Piper was always coked out in his promos, man.
I think everybody was on that shit. You know, and Vince was basically giving it out, not the coke part, but the steroid part, to
And
everybody.
then he denied it and said that wasn't really what was happening. Just kidding.
Right.
John's like, I remember the sheep herders, Luke and Butch.
Luke and Butch, yeah. You know, they weren't doing, it wasn't illegal. People
Right.
need to remember that. It wasn't illegal till like 92 or whatever.
It's true.
And then that's when it became an issue. And
Such an issue.
anytime you make something illegal, guess what? People still do it and you turn them into criminals.
Yeah, especially crack.
Well.
That one's kind of bad, though. Pico's like, exactly. Vince cut their balls off and turned the sheep herders into a family favorite. Swinging their arms like dumbasses. What the fuck?
That's how they walk. All the way up, too.
John's like, Piper's Pit was great. He beat up Snuka.
Yeah. Yeah, he did some fantastic stuff. Wasn't it the Brooklyn Brawler he was against when he did all the blackface stuff?
Ooh.
Yes, Piper did blackface. I'm pretty sure he did half of his body black and half of his body white for that feud.
Marco says Eddie Guerrero was so big in the Latin community.
He was, absolutely.
He still is, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you still hear about him all the time.
Pico says, but they were evil and bloodthirsty suckers.
Speaking of suckers, Harlem Heat.
Chris says Abdullah the Butcher versus Terry Funk, also a classic.
Yeah, those matches are kind of hard to even duplicate nowadays.
Piccolo says, too bad news Brown at WrestleMania 5, I think.
Bad News Brown. I can't believe Bad News Brown. I forgot about that dude.
John's like, no bad news, Brown.
Bad News Brown, Brooklyn Brawler.
And we're back from that
Hercules.
picture.
You guys remember Hercules Hernandez? Love that dude. Every time I watch old wrestling, I think of him. Because he's all jacked up on roids. He got that big chain. Because he's Hercules.
That's funny. Robbie's like, WrestleMania 2 was decent.
I loved it. That one has a lot of meaning to me because of the whole end match with Hogan and King Kong Bundy. I cried. Before that. It was a Saturday night main event that was prior to that WrestleMania. I thought Hogan died, and the kid told me that Hogan died, so I cried. My grandpa had to come pick me up. It was like midnight.
Marcos says Rick Rude was good too.
Yeah, Ravishing Rick Rude. Did you hear the rumor that he committed suicide? You know, because he had the drug overdose. But he did that on purpose because he had dick cancer. It's like a true, like, and it's like his friends that had said it. Like, he was so distraught because he went to the hospital to get it checked out or whatever, and they said that they were going to have to take it off because it was cancer that was on there. And not his, take the whole thing off, not take the cancer off. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's real? That's crazy.
Chris says there's also El Superman Hernandez from TNA Impact, part of the original LAX, aka Santana and Ortiz tag team. Robbie says Fastlane, is that next? Pico says, funny, I will have questions from 25 plus years, and Travis knows them immediately. John says Bundy got 50K, Hogan got 250K. Pico's like, but something from 2016, can't think for the life of him.
I know, and I watch it too. But it's like, it just goes in and out. When I was a kid, I lived it. Now it's like I don't know their music.
Oh, God.
I used to literally just sing the songs, the entrance music. I played with my G.I. Joe guys, wrestling, you know. Like I had Sergeant Slaughter as a G.I. Joe guy. I always liked the G.I. Joe guys because they had more movement in their joints than these guys because these guys couldn't move.
Oh, no.
She's going to go out. Zoe's
Is she
done.
going to?
Good night, Zoe. No, she got
Nope, Shayna had to let go. Oh, no.
Oh, she's got her in it still. Although she let her back on her feet. Zoe doesn't have the strength. She's been trying to wrestle. There, it's over this time. Did she tap?
No, she just threw her hand on the ground. That wasn't really a tap.
Zoe keeps fighting.
Rafi's like, I wish WWE would do more street fight matches.
Yeah. Oh, third time she's went down. This time it's over. She's over. There's the
I'm gonna
bell.
wiggle her
It's
arm and see
over.
what happens.
8:45.
Wiggle it. Pickle says, I've been choked out while in the bays during basic training. Good times. Yeah, they want to make sure you don't freak out if you ever pass out.
I've kind of choked myself out before, and it's a trip. Not like with choking, but I hold my breath until I pass out. Wim Hof shit. And when you come back to, you're like, holy shit.
I was like, Zoe doesn't have any offense.
No.
That's sad.
I'm just glad that they had Shayna win, even though I'm not a Shayna fan. Now just team them up as a tag team and move forward. And
Team up as a tag team.
well, she's saying it's still in there.
Marcos is like, did anyone else find China hot?
No.
Triple H did.
I mean, obviously she had great boobs, but I did not find her attractive.
Triple H found her hot.
Yeah, Triple H liked it down there.
People's like, you get this euphoria. It feels like you're on cloud
You gave me a better fight than Ronda ever did. Touch your potato. They touched potatoes.
That's gross. It's nasty.
I should have scissored.
Pickle says you get this euphoria. It feels like you're on cloud 9 when you wake up.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you do it with breathing.
God, they want to bring him into the group officially. Ugh.
Make him prove himself.
Marcos, yes, of course she's hot. Ayla's like, hey, did you get your kid to bed? Did you put him down? Did he understand when you put him down? Robbie's like, Raw's women division is so underwhelming, like cheap microwave mill.
French
those
fries.
TV dinners.
French fries from the 90s, though. Come on, those were
things
great.
were fucking good.
They did
the
it
triangles too, and they had them in those microwave trays.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get them in the packages, and they were like in a tray, and you could cook them inside of it. But the other way was you flipped it the other way, and you put them on top of it, and it was like gray colored.
Mm-hmm.
And you got the triangles as well.
Yeah, that's what I did. I'd open the box and rip it flat, and then turn it on.
Pickle's like, Ayla put her kid in a sleeper hold. That's a possibility. It was like, no, haha, but he's watching his TV for another 15 minutes. I'm turning it off. Hopefully they'll fall asleep by 9.
Rack rod.
Robbie's like, microchips decent. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, she's in wrestling gear. Oh, that's right. She's wrestling Chelsea. They're going to do 2 women's matches back to back.
I guess so. Marco says it's funny. The Rock is finally getting played out. It was like, wish I could, Fat Lisa. Put him in a sleeper hold. It's fine. It's fine. Who's he going to tell, Ayla? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wait. He's learning how to talk better. I guess he'll have to tell somebody.
How
would he even explain it? He would be able to explain that.
Just teach him Wim Hof.
I don't understand why my mom, but just teach him to hold his breath.
You hold your breath until it blacks out, buddy.
Okay, just hold your breath. No, keep holding it. Gotta keep holding it. Then he passes out. Just cover him with a blanket. Go in later. Make sure he's breathing on a mirror.
Which he will be. You cannot die from holding your own breath.
Robbie's like, oh dear, Rack Rod. Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, it's Herb against Chelsea. Chelsea looks pretty good, usually, so we'll see how that works out.
Ayla's like, it's just a hug, Oz. Just a hug. Yeah, around his neck. Robbie's like, Dee, that's horrible advice. Terrible advice, but is it? Pickle's like, I'm hugging, I promise. Just numb yourself.
Crimson Tide versus Texas. You know, Texas almost beat Alabama last year.
Those bastards.
And I don't know if Texas got better or if Alabama got better. Alabama just never gets worse. They just reload every year. But Desmond Howard. Anybody remember Desmond Howard in college? His football. He's a punt returner, kick returner dude. He was so awesome. I think he played for Michigan, I believe. He was fun to watch.
No. Horrible advice from all those people at that
Where's
place.
CBS? Do we have one of those?
Not really.
Not really. sort of. We have a half of one.
Well, so
Are they owned by somebody?
yes,
Is it
and like
Walgreens?
I don't know if it's them, but I think so. But it's like called that other places, like
Right.
CVS. Like I think Ravi's even talked about them. CVS. Ravi says, whoever told Rack Rods she has good ring gear on is mocking her. Dude,
Especially this wedgie outfit.
I hate her outfits. Pickle's like, yep, Michigan. Chris says, Alabama, the country group. Yes, always the best, laughing. And Pickle's like, wow, like 89 or 92 around then.
Yeah, it was a good time to watch college football and obviously the pros. Old Desmond. And like Eric the Enemy. Ishmael, the Rocket Ishmael. There's just great names right there in sports at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Jackson was around.
Pickle's like, okay, 1991. Marcos says, what channel is Raw on? It's called the USA Network.
USA Network.
USA Network is what it's on.
You gotta hurry and turn it there. You only have like an hour and 13 minutes left.
Oh, no. Just an hour and 13 minutes.
I love it. I want some more of it. Duke University. Oh, Duke University. It's just down the street from North Carolina. I mean, it's in North Carolina. I meant the college North Carolina.
Right.
That's like the biggest rivalry in college basketball.
Luna's in the chat. Says
Yeah,
USA. Yeah, Luna. USA Network. You
USA.
got it. Chris says, Travis, remember old Randy Johnson, one of the best damn pitchers besides Nolan Ryan?
Well, yeah, I mean, he was a stud, especially when he was in Seattle. But he was really good in Houston. He won a championship with the Diamondbacks. Like, that dude was legit.
Peagle says, it's been that channel for maybe 20 years
20. I think it's been 30.
on USA Network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they have their 30th year anniversary? I thought they did this year, didn't they?
I don't remember. They might have. I just don't pay attention to that stuff, so I can't remember.
Right.
Luna says USA Network, actually, and Ravi says, was the first SummerSlam decent?
You know, I can't remember it, but I think so. Hogan was there.
When was it?
It would have been 2 years after Mania, which was, 86? So 88 maybe? Because Survivor Series started, it was the second, like their second pay-per-view, and then their third pay-per-view was SummerSlam. Well, hopefully this woman wins somehow, but she's not going to.
Right? Every once in a while she wins kind of
Yeah,
in weird ways, but I doubt she'll win against Raquel.
she's from British Columbia. Ew.
People's like TNN had Monday Night Raw for like 5 years.
Did they?
Robbie says, oh, just wait till SmackDown has that third hour. You really will lose your shit. People's like 1988.
I feel like somebody could bid on these and take it back to 2 hours.
I feel like it hurts their programming in some ways. But with
There's the
everything
bell.
happening right now, they're
Chelsea,
not going to really
into the ropes.
have...
The referee should have broke that right there. Anytime you get in the ropes, they should break it.
Just go the other way.
Oh,
God.
I don't know what's happening here, but
Jesus Christ.
the manhandling of Chelsea.
Poor Chelsea. She's gotten thrown around like a rag doll.
Chelsea's fantastic to look at. Her wrestling skill, not so much. But she was doing pretty good in NXT anyways. Chelsea's whole right buttocks is out.
Yeah. Pickle says the Mega Bucks versus the Mega Powers.
The Mega Powers. I love the Mega Powers. The Bucks. You talking about the Young Bucks? Is that the Mega Bucks? I don't know the Mega Bucks though.
Chris says Chelsea Green and Gigi Dolan have same ring gear type, so they look good as tag team. No.
I don't want to see Gigi Golan anywhere near Chelsea, but yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Not a fan. Not a fan of the...
Whee! Oh, she thought she was doing a good job. She almost had it.
She's about ready to end it.
She's like, I'm getting down.
Holy crap.
Oh, God, she slapped her. Whoa!
Hold my baby.
I'm sorry, she says. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh! Decapitation.
Ah, poor Chelsea. This is just sad.
It's dumb for a squash match.
Yeah.
Jesus. That was dumb.
They're trying to break her arm or something.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think she's hurt.
They're trying to break her arm.
Well,
She's very delicate. You gotta be careful.
Well, I don't know
with her.
why she went overboard. She should have just done the move, but instead she put her up higher and sideways so she could drive her down harder.
Right.
That was 142.
Feels like the Mega Bucks was $1 Million Man and Andre as a tag.
Oh, yeah.
Ravi says, Chelsea Green, what finisher does she have?
What's the name of it? Anyways, yeah, I can't remember.
Pico says
She
Ravi is
uses
her
it.
version of that unprettier Christian's move. Well, there you go. So, you think that like makes it better that you beat up Chelsea Green? It makes you look good
Right.
after losing to Rhea? I don't think it really helps your chances, lady.
Ooh.
Robbie's like, oh, really, Cola? Well, you know what? I would believe Cola. He knows stuff. He knows lots of stuff.
Next week, huh? So next week on Raw.
Ooh.
Hopefully it starts to show out, so it's just over with.
Ayla's like, her move is the unprettier. Yeah. She unpretties people with it. Like they were pretty to begin with. That's hilarious.
I know what it is. Like, it's where she grabs their arms and then she turns them so their head's facing down. So the back of their head's on her back. And then
Don Morocco.
Then she kicks her feet out.
Mr. Perfect.
Obviously one of the best.
Bret the Hitman Hart. They put him on there. That's fun.
Yeah. Eddie.
There's Eddie. Eddie Guerrero.
Ed and Eddie.
Kofi Kingston. Cody Rhodes.
Cody pretty good at it.
He was an IC champion?
Cody?
When was he the IC champion?
Okay,
Before he went to AEW stuff? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was here for years.
I know he was.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't realize he had won that.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, the back of her neck and head must be fucked. And he was like, cool. Chris was like, oh no, not a promo from Rock LD putting things in perspectives. You should be on commentary for WWE. What kind of perspective? It was like, that would make anyone unpretty. Robbie's like, do you really have had enough of Raw tonight? Chris says, CM Punk also IC champ. We don't care about him.
I was waiting if they were going to show him.
And Jericho.
And Jericho. Those are the two I was waiting for. They keep showing like a group.
He's more than a tag team specialist. Ooh, desires.
Hey, we don't want.
Gross.
Don't do that, dude. You're.
He's like, I'm trying to be tough.
Shoosh! That's what we want to hear.
He's like, I'm so tough. Look at me and my toughness. Robbie's like, it's Team Shush promo. Yeah, those people.
Ah, Miss TV.
He had a rough night. LA Knight, John Cena both being all mean to him and stuff. Oh no. Next.
Miz doesn't care. He's like the third highest paid wrestler. He's like, do whatever you need. I'm good. I've been champion too many times to care. What's it mean to slide into somebody's DMs? I'm sure they are.
Is that the pot roast recipes? Robbie's like, it's Team Shush promo. And Robbie also says, Chad, he's not too bad as a wrestler, is he? He's an Olympic collegiate
No, I mean, he does all right.
Guy. Chris says if Gunther loses, at least he will be tied with Honky Tonk Man. It'd be weird if they make him lose, though.
He's not losing.
Like, it'd be really weird.
Especially to Gable. Unless there's cheating. Like, obviously anything can happen. But I just don't see it. Don't see it. He's way into botany. Grab some pruners. Let's prune.
Sounds terrifying. Chris says it will be a standard IC title for the older fans and for newer fans if they are tied. Robbie says The Miz with more chat than D's mate Jimmy Kimmel. Cool, Robbie. So cool.
Old Jimmy Kimmel. Where did he come from, by the way? Jimmy Kimmel. I just remember, like, all of a sudden he's just kind of famous. Yeah. Is he a stand-up comedian or something? Like, who the fuck is this dude?
Nobody knows.
They're going to build a train so big it can't be stopped. Holy crap. Anyways, it is a commercial break.
Commercial break. How'd you get in here?
Just walked. Mama mean to you.
I didn't do anything. I just sat here. Feels like he was a writer for someone, maybe Conan O'Brien.
Oh, that makes sense.
Chris says Travis looking like AJ Styles with a hoodie on.
Oof. Love you guys, but I am ready to leave. We got 1 hour left. It's like, holy crap.
They keep showing all those food commercials, and I'm hungry, so it's like,
Me too. Should eat.
Should I eat that steak?
Are you going to go anywhere and get food?
Nothing's open. That's funny.
Why wouldn't
Rob's
there be a
like,
place
D,
open?
is that room next to you lead to anywhere?
It's a closet.
This room? This room right here? It's just a closet.
It's storage.
It's a closet. There's nothing. Well, there's cool stuff in there, I guess. Cleaning stuff. Hey!
And health stuff.
Leopold? No.
What are you doing, buddy?
No.
You can't do weird things,
No.
buddy.
You be good. You be good boy. Yeah. You don't just come in here and sharpen your claws on stuff.
You sure?
Asshole.
I think he's done it to mine now, too, quite a bit. Yours is tearing. He's like, I'll just do this one.
Nicole's like, oh yeah, he did the Man Show. Oh, was he on that? With that one guy?
With Adam?
Adam?
With Adam and the
jumping trampoline girls?
and then the Dr. Drew.
He was like, oh, let's make it an all-nighter. It'd be different people if there was cool things, like watching a movie with you guys or something, but
Fuck.
not wrestling.
Could
No,
watch
thank
that
you.
one movie.
Robbie says, D, how's the dog? Which one?
With Mickey York or whatever. The wrestler it's called. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh.
Watching a movie on here with Dalitha would be kind of fun. Pause it. And go.
What?
Movies
Oh.
with you.
Oh, God.
Pause it.
Nobody wants. Hey, at least I asked you to pause it.
Get it? That's fine.
Because I'm not all blah, 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 blah. Like, hey, pause it. Then I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Feels like that's where the gimp is contained in his cage. That's a possibility, too. It was like leads to a masturbatorium. Well, it's like if you go in that room, you can meet a lion and a witch. It was like, that's a masturbation room, if you're wondering. Gross. Rob was like, all your dogs.
I got a jerk-off station, for Christ's sakes.
Don't bring women here. That's just weird.
Jerk-off
Argus
station.
is doing okay. I don't know. Travis gave him some steak and he threw up in the hall by the
I'm
back
pretty
door.
sure he threw up first. Duke just scored a touchdown.
So who knows what that's going on? And then the puppy can't contain himself and is pissed and shit all over the house for like the last 2 days.
So their quarterback just ran for 44 yards. He's like, well, if nobody else wants to play, I'll do it.
Dr. Boy, bro, he came at me like his come at me stuff. Drew's like, dude, you're not supposed to kick my man. Like, we think it's okay for you to come out and help, but you can't get too involved. Not the involvement.
Yeah, John Cena basically cheated the Miz out of a victory there.
It was like fun times dog poo. Yeah, totally. Throw up. Cat throw up. Dog throw up. Dog poo. Dog pee. It's all been a blast. Robbie and Ayla are on the same page with the fun times. So much.
Overactor. Did he step out? No. No.
No, maybe. No.
No and no. So there's one that's a
questionable of a toe. A pinky toe possibly on the outside there, but doubtful. It's so close, but that's a terrible angle, so who knows? It's like, dude, just don't even.
If he kicks this, it doesn't matter.
Well, I'm just saying, why go after him? You're 7-12, now to be 13 possibly.
Yeah.
And it's the third quarter, for fuck's sake. Get your team together and be like, what the fuck is your guys' problem?
You're Clemson.
They're shitty.
They're Duke.
Let's beat their assholes.
This
but
isn't
not
their basketball
like that.
team. This is their football team.
Yeah. Nobody cares about Riley Leonard.
Yeah, Riley. His draft stock just rose.
His fucking name is Riley, for God's sake. Riley. Nobody likes Riley. Chris is like, LA nighttime.
Uh-oh.
No, it's Miz with John Cena, I guess.
Dun,
maybe.
Dun, dun, dun.
Pickle, I'm so sorry, sweetie, but you may not be able to never be allowed to watch.
Is he really there, though?
Because
what's his name is notorious for doing this stuff.
Yeah, he said he was only going to be on SmackDown, so who knows? It was like you might as well squat on the floor, too. I know, right? Just take a big old dookie.
There's no John Cena.
I was like, Travis, can LA Knight be a guy that will be remembered after he's done in wrestling?
I mean, obviously, anybody can if you remember the shit that he did. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of guys from the 80s and early 90s that...
The cameraman thinks he can see him.
that I remember. You're not supposed to be able to see him.
You getting it all cleaned up? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he can. He could win a championship or something and do something fun. Look, it's John Cena. He's there.
Or is like, oh, really, John Cena?
Yeah.
Well, I think Miz has finally lost it, dude. He thinks he's talking to somebody. That's crazy.
It's John Cena. He's just hard to see.
You can at least see his clothes, and I don't see.
Well, I think he came out naked this time.
Ew. Gross. Having a good time, Leopold.
They're saying you can't even see him.
Toto's like, I'm back. Wow, that was a lot of ice cream time.
Dun, 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 dun.
Good thing you made it back. Did you get lost? Did you have to churn it yourself? That's crazy, man. Robbie's like, ha 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 ha. Go on, Miz. Greg and John in the chat. Hey, Greg, good to see you tonight. Says hello. Hello. How are you doing? He's doing us favors. Hey, what are you doing, weirdo?
He's going to translate for John.
He's going to translate for John.
I'm going to say probably not.
I don't think LA Knight has enough money. Wouldn't that be the other way around, Miz? Like, wouldn't have you been the one to pay him off? You're the one that has more money.
So are they doing a John Cena Miz storyline?
I have no idea what's happening.
That would be a weird one. Don't even say yes.
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
It's what LA Knight says.
I know what he says. I just think that Miz has gone cray-cray. Another good foot. Just delicious. Looks nice.
Yes, he did, obviously.
Getting it all cleaned up there, buddy.
It's tainted now.
Oh, no. Bummer.
Get him with the skull crushing.
Yeah, get him. Give him the old 1-2. Robbie's like, John Cena will show up, won't he? I don't know.
I was waiting for it. I thought he might, but maybe he's just going to be on SmackDown. This
is fucking stupid. I
Kenny
don't like
Omega
it.
quality here.
This has gone
Oh, God!
nutso.
Did you see that? Cena attacked him. Uh-oh, Clemson might have scored here.
Oh,
No!
he tripped and fell. That's sad.
Oh, shit. They had to cut the Ric Flair's voice out. Holy shit.
Oh, just
Holy
leave
shit.
it at shit, for crap's sake.
I know, and you're not even editing it at the right time. Oh, God!
Like, holy shit. And then...
Skull Crushing finale!
It's funny that they say holy shit. And they're like, you can't say that. But bitch? Nah, that's fine. You can say bitch.
Well, bitch is just a
Or
dog.
bloody. It's fine. It's fine.
Or did you say or bloody? Nothing wrong with bloody.
They're like, we say bloody all the time. Well, in not this country, it's a swear word. Rise like John Cena will show up. Oh, I read that. Chris says, oh, what if Uncle Howdy just shows up? Sister Abigail's Miz.
That wouldn't work. They're not going to do that. That stuff's done.
Chris, why are you laughing? That's not even cool, man. No surprises, no guests. No guests and surprises. Oh, no!
Whoa.
He almost got it, but then he fell down. That's sad.
So Duke's guy's celebrating for the hit, which was actually pretty impressive, but it's not impressive enough.
No, he got almost
You don't celebrate
inside.
in that. Oh, yeah, they're inside the one.
Inside of him. Ooh, offsides.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
If that's on Clemson, they're backing him up. Back him up. Back him up.
Ooh.
Or is it encroachment on the defense? Is it half
I
the
don't
distance
know.
to the goal? Is it half the distance? Oh, full start offense.
Ooh.
False start.
Ouch.
And I'm...
There's...
They're going to have to do something with John, because John's just... Holy shit.
John Cena hasn't moved and he chucked his ass out of there. What you doing?
I don't know what they got to do
You're
now.
looking at private areas? That's nice.
That's not his privates. It's his leg. He doesn't lick his private.
Whatever. He's right up in his private area. Robbie's like, WWE on a whole new level. Yeah, of Crazy Farm. Robbie, I think the Miz needs to be put up in your fabulous facility in a straitjacket. Tyler's like, here is a fact, chat. Did you know our pupils dilate when we are looking at something we love?
Yeah, like boobs and stuff.
Robbie's like, oh, well, the bleeping of the swearing was comical. It's dumb. It's shit. Who gives a crap? Like, it's the dumbest thing ever. They're like, oh no, bleep it out quickly. Holy sh! Holy sh! Holy sh! Dun, 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 dun. Did you get it all cleaned up?
We need a beeper outer. We don't have that one. All the bottom ones are long. Yeah, none of them are short.
My hair was like all up in your nose. Sorry, buddy. Didn't you want to keep it in there?
It's one of his favorites. Lots of Intercontinental Championship tonight. They're basically building this whole show around this. And I feel like if you're going to do that and make it legit, like somebody could possibly win, you don't do it with Chad Gable.
Nah, wrong person.
Even Otis, for fuck's sakes. But Chad Gable is not winning the championship. And if he does, I'm okay with it. But he's not winning it. I feel like pissing me off is worse than...
It's pissing him off. That's so bad. They should bleep him out.
Yeah, I feel like that's more bleepable out than this is awesome. Or whatever the hell they were bleeping. They just missed their field goal.
Oh, no, not the field goal.
Yeah, that would have made it 10-13. They missed.
Robbie says he would cry in there. The fact that they couldn't even get a goal and they were right there.
They were on the one.
Touchdowns,
and then the false start. That hurt you.
Tyler says, while eating ice cream, I sent Travis a TikTok video regarding my last comment.
Dun, 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 dun.
The pupils and love? Or is it boobs? Robbie says Chad deserves a title sooner than later. Yeah, but quite now and not that title right now.
Yeah, like North American Championship would be cool on him. Oh, Sammy.
It's the Sammy McDoe one. Sorry, buddy. As Ayla says, titles on TikTok or titties?
McDoe. They're going to be singing that whole commercial break.
I guess.
Is that bro?
No, it was Ayla from earlier about her painting.
Work it, work it. Those people. What do you mean, those people? Jimmy Uso. Jimmy and AJ Styles this Friday. Should be a banger.
Oh no, in Boston. Not the Boston. Chris says, I hope Ludwig Kaiser does a drip introduction of Gunther. He will. It was like, y'all on tomorrow night too? No.
Nope, we don't do NXT.
Ravi says, McDowell, WWE really trying to convince the audience. Yeah. It says, it's the background and the tree colors I don't like. Yeah. Ravi says, go on D with the selfie. I wasn't taking a selfie of myself of any kind. I was sending a picture of a painting. It says, yeah, I like that one better. Mine has too many trees bugging me. I don't know. I'll keep messing with it. I don't know if it's like so many trees, but maybe you need to make some of them kind of darker or something. And maybe the leaves need to come down more on them or something like that. I don't know. That's what I did in that stuff that we used to go and do all the time. I don't remember when. 13, 18, 2018. Back in the day when they had cool things around here. Not feel good? Right there.
Duke scores a touchdown and gets an extra point here, then they will be up by enough to win it.
That's funny.
They'll be up by 13.
Right.
Good throw. by Leonard. Old Riley Leonard.
Leonard. Oh, Riley.
Long live you. It's you.
This is, yeah, I like that one better when it's too many trees bugging me out. I'm messing with it. Kyler says, Ayla Puggles has your name on the list of pug. Want to explain? It was like they were black, but I tried the birch tree I did, but I don't know if it was the right move. I saw this one girl do some trees on this picture. I think I saved it. I think I sent it to you, actually. It was a TikTok.
Put the Family Guys in there. Like they're in a picnic.
Right.
Or the Smurfs. Ooh, that'd be cool. Like when you go, put a Smurf on all your paintings, but make it hard to find.
Sure.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That's probably
You don't have to do it even in blue. You'd just do it like an outline to look like a shadow.
Right.
Like everyone would have a Smurf. La 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 la. La 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 la. And then people will be like, that's so Smurfy. Titties. Oh wait, titles.
It was like there's a huge hole in that canvas I patched. You can see it if you look hard enough. That's funny.
Yeah, there's a couple that need to be patched on these ones.
Wonder how you patch them.
I'm sure they have canvas patches. For tents and stuff.
Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah, I guess. It's a little bit different. Bubbles out a little bit or something.
Uh-oh, who's getting traded away?
It's like 4 minutes.
Who's getting traded? Oh, we don't know who it is. So they're getting compensation. Who are they going to trade? Sure. Hey, troll. Send his ass over there.
Yeah, Ayla, it was like, if you go to that video again and go to like 4 minutes in, she uses like a flat edge for the paint to do the like swipes on the tree. I think maybe if you like darkened your trees and did that a couple times on some of them, it might help with like the fall kind of look to them or something.
Hey, look, he had a Grim Reaper on his guy. Sorry, he just had the...
Who?
McDonough. When they put his name up, it has a Reaper on it.
Gross. Nobody likes that. What a sicko face. Hate him already.
Oh, fuck. This match is going to last over 10 minutes, I bet.
Tyler says, on this day in 2019, I first debuted on this channel. Crazy how time flies. True that.
You remember when you debuted on a channel? That's awesome.
It was like, yeah, I like that video sent me. I used a fan brush, though. Tyler says, best moment of the night, the Uzi reunion.
Uzi.
Ayla says, well, normal people would patch with another canvas, but I used cardboard nail glue. Painted a thick layer, then sanded it. Tyler's like, you're hurting my brain, Ayla. And Ayla's like, yeah, I agree. I'll try it. Ayla's like, why, Tyler? And maybe not all your trees, Ayla. Maybe just a few of them in maybe certain areas. I mean, like the birch tree looks cool. And like, you know how in that picture I sent you, how like the leaves are kind of like down more and stuff? Maybe that might be.
We do have a match going on a little bit.
A reason.
Sami Zayn's punching McDowell in the back of the head. I'm surprised. His neck has to be as strong, if not stronger, than Kurt Angle's.
Maybe.
To hold that noggin up?
To hold his large noggin.
You know, they say that Barbie wouldn't exist because her neck would break because her head's so big.
Mm-hmm.
There's proof that
It could if you worked out.
It's like bees.
Pickle's like, well, that's something. What is it, Pickle? Tyler's like, because you're on the list of pugged Ayla. And Robbie says it's funny to see Travis screwing about Raw. Normally he goes full Michael Cole mode.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's just been a long weekend, I think.
It's exhausting. Ayla's like, it's a little cartoon-ish. I don't know. Not my aesthetic. Yeah. You could always, like, find a place in there if you could to, like, do, like, a mushroom ring or something like that. Kind of bring some of your, like, fairy kind of stuff into it or something of that nature. I mean, that could work, too. It says my painting. I've never painted on such a long, skinny canvas before.
Fetish?
No, I'm talking about, like, mushrooms and, like,
mine was funnier.
People brownies of the forest or whatever. Tyler says, who wins in a one-on-one fight, Sami Zayn or Orange Cassidy?
Sammy.
Maybe it needs bushes, Ayla.
Sammy definitely wins that one.
Maybe, like, some bushes. Maybe you need some, like, bushes in there, too. Maybe it's just because it's just so that.
We've got
and it's because it's so long. Maybe that's it, too. Like, maybe it just needs something else in there to kind of break up all the tree stuff.
Because it's long ways instead of up and down?
Well, no, because it's, I don't think I showed it to you, but...
Oh, we're talking about other things.
We're talking about her painting. Her painting. She says she doesn't like it, and I think it's just because it's so the same. Like, and it's not like you're walking down a path and all the trees, like, follow the path, because you have trees, like, out to the side and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking maybe it just needs to be broken up with, like, little things here and there, or some bushes in a couple spots. She says it's the background, but I think the bluish kind of background is fine. I don't think that is that big of a deal. But
I don't know enough about art to even say anything looks good.
I'm just going off of stuff we kind of did in that thing we used to do. And so
class. Add some black in it. Like a dirt mound or something like that on the bottom of your tree where the roots are.
I don't know if it's that, but just stuff, just difference. I don't know. Other things here and there, not a lot of it, but enough to break up some of the stuff. I think that's why it just looks the same, like the whole way across. Tyler says, who wins in a one-on-one fight, Sami Zayn or Orange Cassidy? Did I ever read that?
Yeah.
Sami Zayn. Ayla says, maybe if I did brown instead of black, it'd be better. Nah. Robbie says 4 shows in a row is a killer. AEW really killed it. 5 hours, 30 minutes with pointless matches. A few of them could have not happened and been fine. It was like cottagecore. Yeah, I was thinking bushes too. Something, maybe a house, a hobbit hole. Maybe something of that nature kind of in the background. Or like I said, like a fairy ring somewhere. Make one of your, trees a fatter oak type tree instead of just all birch trees or something. Something like that. And Robbie's like, how many ads do we need, man? Well, they're doing picture-in-picture, so it doesn't really matter. Robbie says, so this feud with McDowell, Sammy, where is it leading if nothing is really on the line? I don't know, dude. Don't know. Don't know. But they're back from picture-in-picture. Sammy's trying to win against McDowell. Not sure how well that's working out for him, but supposedly it's working. McDowell. They call him McDonough, but we all know it's McDowell. Oh, the drop kick from McDonough. I was like, I don't think it's going anywhere except for the fact that maybe Kevin isn't there tonight. Sammy's just needed a fight, wanted a match, and they thought they'd do it with Dom, but McDowell's like, no, it was me. I'm the one that made you, helped you lose that or whatever. So he did come out and make it so that Sammy and Kevin Owens weren't going to win that match, basically. Tyler says SmackDown want Jay back. That's stupid. That'll piss a lot of people off. Plus, Jimmy versus Styles is going down this Friday. Robbie says, add some shading to your painting, adds more realism to it. Robbie, she has plenty of shading and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with that. It's just, I think it's the reason why she doesn't like it and the way that it is because it's too uniform. To me, when I look at it, it's not because it's a long painting. It just feels like it's very uniform. Like the road is in the middle and like you have certain amount of trees over here and it all looks very uniform. I kind of feel like that's probably a little bit of what it is, but that's just me looking at it. Sami Zayn looking at it. He's like, oh no, it's me. McDowell. Not McDowell. Oh, Dom pulled McDowell out of harm's way? What the motherfuck? How is that right? I feel like that's not right at all. That's not right, people. Not right at all. Now Dom's getting beat up because he put himself in there. AKA, Ayla says, it's per representation of the fact that I'm a Virgo, AKA perfectionist. Yeah, you can't let your, So, McDowell won, and, there's that. Hey, Pea Pants. What are you doing in here? Come here, Pea Pants. What you doing, Pea Pants? Hi, Pea Pants. Hi. Did you go outside and pee, or are you going to pee in here? Do you want to grab a paper towel before you come back in, hon? Just for that on the floor up front there. So it doesn't soak anymore into the wood. Thanks, you're sweet. Thank you. Smell like you've been outside. You chilly? I don't blame him. So Sammy lost because Dom came out and helped McDowell. McDowell cheated by holding his tights and pulled him up into a quick roll-up.
Now Sammy's attacking Dom.
Yeah. Well, he attacked him on the outside, so he kind of got whatever. Gonna run? There you go. Run after him. As Ayla says, it's got shading, Robbie. It's my niche shade. Yeah, Ayla, that was always my hard time, is that I'm always like, whenever we did those classes, my analytical brain comes into it, and I have to not let that happen, so it doesn't work out. Ooh, giving McDonough the old throw in the corner. He's like, get up so I can halula kick your butthole. He's like, get up. Get up, you little bastard. He's going to kick him in the face hole. Ow. He's kicking him in the face. Robbie says, ain't you meant to look at picture paintings from a distance to get the real feel of the painting pictures? Robbie, that's true, and we are, but when you look at it and you feel like something's wrong with it, you have to find what that wrong is. Robbie's like, McDowell with a win. That, what, LOL, that's outrageous. Yeah, but he cheated, so I mean, it makes sense. It was like, yes, Robbie, you should always step back to look at it. He says, it's a big canvas, Robbie. The details is not the problem. No. No, the details aren't the problem. It's like I said, when I look at it, I feel like it's too uniform. I know that sounds really weird. I don't know how to say it differently. I wish I could say it differently for you, but I don't know what to say. Yeah, crawling out of the Mattel box. Okay. Toodles. Blah. Toodles are there tootling. Pretty sure Tiffany Stratton's going to keep her women's championship on NXT. That would be weird if she didn't. Yeah, Piccolo, Travis escaped. He let the dog out, and he's been gone for a hot minute.
One hot minute. Hey, Tito Santana.
Yeah, Triple H. They're giving more IC champion guys. Edge, throw him up there. The Miz. Bobby Lashley. Bobby.
They do it generationally.
Guess. Looks like they missed some people to me, but, you know.
It's what?
I said it looks like they missed some people to me.
They keep doing that. And then they work their way back up. They've been doing it all night.
Yeah, if you don't like the things I'm saying, then come find me, biatch. Find them. Find them. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, if you don't like it or not, humankind's going to end because they don't like it. They're like, we need aliens and robots because they're much better if we have AI. Why have people? That's ridiculous. People are stupid. Let's say, Rob is like, do you say it best when you say nothing at all? Cool beans, man. Tyler's like, I believe that the reason why they won the tag titles was so Priest can get distracted so he doesn't cash in his contract. I don't know, him and Rhea were looking at Seth back in the back, and she said just not tonight. Like, Seth wasn't ready to be beat. So, I don't know about that, Tyler, because they did kind of bring it into play. Piccolo says you never can tell anymore. What is it? What are we telling? It looks like the fine details are fine. It's the picture as a whole. It looks like wallpaper. Same pattern over and over. Chris says, it's time. Ravi says, Travis was having a hard time watching 4 days of wrestling. It's funny. Don't blame him bunking off. Yeah, because I don't get a break, right? I mean, why? Why would I get to? That's funny. Ravi's like, Ayla, just don't go on a mad one and chop your ear off before you paint. He didn't cut off his ear. He only, like, cut off part of it. His whole ear was fucking there. He just cut off like the tip of his ear, you freaks. It was like, if anything, Ravi, I'll paint completely over it and start over. Piccolo is like, are you excited? Summer is about over. You know what I'm excited for, Piccola, is a little bit cooler weather. Like, I'm fine with summer. It's just when it's so freaking hot, it is not fun. If it stayed in like the 80s up to like maybe lower 90s, I would be totally cool with it. But we've had, I mean, and you've had it too, just really hot weather this summer, and it's just been annoying. I mean, we've had days where it hasn't been, but then we get days where it is, and we do get like a week where at our 100, but you know what? We've had like nice days, and then all of a sudden we'll have like 3 really hot days in a row, and then some nice days, and then 3 hot days in a row, and I'm not talking like, oh, it's like 92. I'm talking like it's 98 degrees, and it doesn't seem like it's hot when you look at the thermostat, but if you go out in the city, it's hot as fuck. Not cool. Tyler says, I'm a bounce. Have a good night. Ayla, you're on your own and dealing with the annoying Ravi like you did last night. To me, payback. Bye, Tyler. Have a good night. Good luck at your thing tomorrow with your dentist. Hope everything's going good. Ayla's like, night. And Ravi says, Ayla, you should check out a YouTube page called Glarzo. The lady on there paints pictures of famous football players. So dope. How real they look, and puts her pictures on hoodies and t-shirts. Yeah, Ravi, Ayla doesn't paint like that. I would love to see her paint a person. I'm pretty sure it would come out like Picasso. Pico's like, later, Tyler. Yeah, so impressive.
You know, if you use math, you should be able to paint pretty good.
If you use math? What do you mean by that? Because painting isn't always about
I know. So Leonardo
being
da
uniform.
Vinci didn't know how to paint. His paintings are the most expensive in the world. What he did is he mapped it out with charts and measured everything. So everything on this side is the same. So the Mona Lisa, she's very the same.
Yeah, asymmetrical.
Because that's how he did it.
He totally knows how it is. Blah. It was like, yes and no, Fat Lisa. I hate cold, hate driving in the snow. I hate that I work in a place you need a coat and layers for. Agreed, though too hot sucks too. It was like, not really my type of paintings. I painted that naked lady in the water, just her back though. That took weeks. It was really good though. But yeah, it would be a lot of stuff. That's why I said Picasso paintings. You know, they're all angular and shit. All the people are like weird. Or that guy that the Scream one or whatever it is. Where it's like a weird face. People was like, so how quickly will it start getting into the 50s and 60s over there? Well, today it was.
Yeah, tomorrow's high is like 63 or something. Or maybe it was today was 63.
It was only like in the 60s today. Yeah, today's high was only 60 something, 62 or something. People was like late November is still 80s, lower 70s sometimes.
Ooh.
There for you, definitely. For us, November, we're finally getting into like the 50s and 40s.
And 30s and 10s.
And it depends. Sometimes we've had actually like negative degree weather in November.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, we had a week of like negative 10 degree weather here. So it can happen.
This last winter was pretty mild.
Not for snow, but yeah. For like being really, really cold. It wasn't like.
Although in January it was fucking cold.
We did have that
But
one
on
week
New
where
Year's it was
really
warm
bad.
enough to be out there. The year before,
Oh,
it
the
was
wind was
below
blowing
0.
so bad it was terrible. It was like today was like 60. Brandon Stevens in the chat. Hey, Brandon says, white girlfriend, marry Brandon Stevens. Yeah, white girlfriend out there, marry him. I don't know who that is.
Oh, why you're not already married to him?
Picola says, I bet that feels amazing. You know, Picola, it does, right? If it's a slow progression to that degree. But when you have 80, 90 degree weather the day before and it's then 60 degrees the next day, it feels cold. Like, because you're not used to it. And so it feels a little chilly. Like, enough chilly that you're like, I might need a sweater or pants. But we're weird here. Like, you think it's weird in Florida? Like, those fuckers will be out there in 20 degree weather in flip flops and fucking shorts, man. And no coats here. Like, it's crazy. Like, they're fucking weird. But I feel like that's everywhere in, like, some of the northern states. I feel like that's normal.
Oh, must be his baby. Or he's kissing somebody else's baby. Oh, no, that's his family.
Robbie's like, it's really a dope page. The pictures are impressive. Robbie, I'm sure her art is very impressive, but it's just not what Ayla does. So, it's, you know, you can go and you can appreciate it because it is art, but it won't help Ayla with anything because that's just not what she does. So, it was like, yeah, it gets freaking cold. And Chris says, weird promo from Dom, but would be funny if Jey Uso in Judgment Day. Nah, I don't think he's going to be joining a faction anytime soon. Right. People's like, just keep it up above 65 degrees. It was like, no, it wasn't, Fat Lisa. Robbie's like, did Gunther map it out to become IC champ?
Yes.
Yes, he did it all with math.
You had to see it first. Look at this. Look at this. Nope. That corner's faster, though.
Ooh, got him. Chris says, main event time. Let's go, Ring General Gunther. It was like yesterday was 80 something. Today sucked. I had a jacket on all day. Yeah.
If I can wear a hoodie, I will. That's plain and simple. But I'm not like these weird little kids that wear them in the 90-degree weather. I can't do that. But
Yeah, he does.
in the house.
He doesn't.
Khalid likes to keep the house freezing cold.
What the fuck ever. Piggle's like, here's that chick about to say Gunther in her deep voice.
I know. Day one, if I got hired, she'd be fired.
I don't like your voice and it's stupid.
The day one. I'd be like, okay, we're making some changes, and she's out. LA Knight, you're taking her spot.
Me? Fuck, nobody wants to hear my voice out there. God damn, it's bad enough the poor people here have to.
I said LA Knight would take
Oh, LA Knight would be good at ring announcing, but that'd be sad.
it. Used to be his thing. For him, Kennedy!
I know, but that was himself.
I know. But he did cut out it. I'm not putting him in the ring announcer. I'm saying I would. And then I'd hire AEW's ring announcer.
It was
This
like,
is
yeah,
Josh
kids wearing hoodies and
something.
it's 105 outside wide. It's not just that, Ayla. It's not just a hoodie thing. It's wearing fucking beanies that get me. Like, you know you smell. Like, you stink. Like, you stink. Like, it's not like you took a shower that day. That's fantastic. You still stink. You stink. I don't understand it. Like, they don't want to smell, but they fucking do it and they stink. It's like, you know you smell bad.
Stink.
No, they
Stunk.
do. It's gross. Chris
go,
is like,
we're
let's go,
underway."
Big Daddy Walter. LOL, that's Gunther's name in UK Progress Wrestling. But I was like, D, you on the mic ring announcing would be a vibe. Oh, really?
Gunther. Do your deep voice.
I can't do a deep voice.
Just do Gunther.
Gunther.
There you go.
Sounds like I got a syndrome. And not a good one.
Like you're a giant. B545. Gunther. I killed 5 with 1 blow. Duke could win
Sound
this
like Andre
game.
the Giant.
Give me a keg of beer.
What does he say? Something about a peanut in
Yeah.
Princess Bride? I don't want a peanut. What's wrong with you? I don't know. They said to use a deep voice, and I don't have one. I have a witchy, high, cackly, nasally voice. It doesn't work for me. It was like, yeah, I couldn't imagine how they smell. They're damp for sure. I can imagine it, Ayla. We had one. She'd come here often sometimes. She smelled.
Oh, whatever.
She did. You might cover it up with shit, but that smell's still there. It's all underneath everything else. It doesn't matter. Piggle's like, anybody want a peanut? That's it. Is that it? Anybody want a peanut? I can't even do it.
Anybody want a peanut? I can't do anything.
Have to say it with my diaphragm. Anybody want a peanut? It sounds terrible. It sounds like I have something wrong
His
with
voice
me.
vibrates though, so you have to do it with a vibrating voice.
I can't.
Like that. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Anybody want a peanut? Yeah, it still sounds bad. Robbie's like, you could always revamp Mandy Rose ASMR entrance if she ever came back. Yeah. Mandy. It was like, who? Miss Kenna? She went through that phase. Hoodies and beanie hats. They all do it, by the way. They all go through that phase. It's creepy.
They're on the 14 here. Duke can score again here. And if they do, then it's over here. I'm going to say here a bunch of times.
Here. Why is that cackling? I heard that word used before. Yeah, because you've never heard of witches and they're cackling. That's pretty funny, Ravi. Lies.
All he knows about witches is the Harry Potter.
Oh, is that it?
Probably not even the books.
Yeah, probably not. Even though they're probably the ones that started, putting witches to death and whatnot. Oh no, he broke him on his head.
Malleus Maleficarum. The hammer of the witch.
He does live in that country.
He sure does. Although that's, I think, German or
Yeah, but it
France.
came to England pretty
Oh
quickly.
yeah, I mean they used it there. That was.
Piccolo says I never really owned mini beanies here, but in Washington State I did. Yeah, that's because it's very rainy there and can get pretty cold. It was like, oh, laughing when I was in high school, I refused to wear shorts because I thought I was fat. That sucked. That's hilarious, Ayla. That's so funny. You're like, I was so fat. You're like a twig.
Touchdown.
You're like this
Duke.
anorexic little twig.
That's a touchdown.
I'm so fat.
It's 19-7
Goofbutt.
right now. Can Clemson come back? This is a huge blow for them.
Robbie's like, I can't say I've watched Harry's Potters. Whatever, Robbie. You probably live them. Chris says, do you think it's inevitable that Cora Jade and Sky Blue will eventually be in the same ring, whether it be on AEW or WWE, big boobs versus ass? No.
You know, it's... No.
I don't think it's inevitable, no.
I don't see it happening, but if it did happen, it would be fantastic for everybody involved. I just don't know how long Sky Blue can last with her shape. You know what I'm saying? Because she's just at the verge of being almost too big down there.
Mm.
And you don't want to get in too good a shape because we saw what happened to Britt Baker. So it's very touch and go there. Oh, they got the 2-pointer too, guys. It's a 2-touchdown game. And 2 extra points.
Shame on them.
It's 21-7. Duke. That's what you do in a toilet when you have to poop.
We?
Duke.
Oh, Duke. It was like no hoodies in summer, though. Right? Never hoodies in summer. Zip-ups in the evening time, maybe. Never pull on hoodies. Always zip hoodies.
I always like the vests. The life preservers.
Usually they were tight ones and accentuated other parts of me, like boobs. Low-cut shirts. That was a lot of summer fare.
Summer's always nice.
Emma says, D, ain't them films 2 hours long? Sure, bud. You're always like, no hoodies in summer. Why not?
God, no, those are 3-hour movies.
It's really hot here, Ravi. Like, really hot. It was like, I'm the same size now as I was then. I lost a crap ton after high school, though, but I was never fat, just annoying.
Yeah, you and your mom had the same issue. Probably had something to do with my mom.
No way, that's so weird. Yeah, because I'm like, you're not even fat now, so I don't even know what the problem is. I'm like, ah.
Well, it's like April. April can't get fat. Like, when she even thinks she is, she goes crazy.
It's kind of weird. Ayla's like, Robbie, where I live, there is sun. It gets hot here. Dry heat. Literally, I live in a desert. Yeah, but in the mountains. It's fun.
Yeah, we're closer to the sun. I have a buddy from Houston, and he says it's hotter here than in Houston.
Yeah.
And he swears
even
by
with
it.
humidity.
He swears by it. Like, and he's from there. Like, we call him the Texan. You know him. You know Kimball. You live 3 houses down from him.
He calls like Cable had a facelift. Oh, when he fell on the ground, or I was like, do you just enjoy the sun because there will be 6 months of winter? We still get sunshine in winter.
Yeah, we'll have sunshine. Plus, I have a tanning bed.
He calls says shoosh. More like sheesh. Chris was like, BS. It's hotter here in Houston. Chris, it's not. Dry heat is so different than humid heat. I swear. Like humid heat, it's uncomfortable.
And we're a mile.
But dry heat,
we're a mile closer to the sun, supposedly, because of the mountains. We're about a mile high.
It's just not.
And
the
it's
same.
just hot and dry.
The dry heat is different. It's not that it's not hard to breathe in humid heat as well. But dry heat literally makes your bones feel
and by
like
the
they're
way,
going to crackle.
Houston's
and dry.
hotter for longer. I'll give you that. I'm
It's
just saying,
horrible.
on our hottest
It's different.
days, when it's 113 here and it's 113 there, it feels more miserable here. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you're going to be hotter all year round.
Yeah, because you're like closer to the equator and stuff. Hello.
I'm talking about when it's the same temperature So 100 degrees here and 100 degrees there. It's miserable here.
It looks like different type of hot here. Totally. Hassan's in the chat. Hey, Hassan says, hi there, guys. Is this the last one? Sure is, Hassan. It is the main event. Gunther versus Gable of that IC championship match they were going to have. Now they're having it.
Oh, God. Oh, never mind. That was already happened. This is the highlights of Clemson.
Robbie says, D, do you like the food spots where you live? If they're like mom and pop stuff, yeah. Most of them are pretty good. But we have just regular fast food joints here, too.
Not for good, but...
Yeah, for the winter, it's normal. Yeah,
they're having a big spaghetti sale. Or
yeah, they're for the year-end stuff. Get your things in for your winter tide over for whatever, taco spaghetti. Chris says, lots of pollution here. Yeah. Hassan's like, happy Labor Day. Thanks, Hassan.
Yeah. They are. Vinegar. Use vinegar.
We're in picture-in-picture for this last match, by the way. I wonder who's going to win it.
Gunther wins that, and Duke wins that. Although there is still 10 minutes. They could, if they score quick here, then they could win it. But
if they just get their shit together, they're like, well, we don't really care about this game. You should care.
Maybe you should have cared when you came into it. As long as Duke doesn't relax on defense, they'll be fine. There's 4 wide receivers and a running back. And they ran the ball. Well, it worked. Got 9 yards. 9 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah, that guy.
Chad's family's in the front row.
Ew, his family? Gross. Like his real family?
Yeah, he kissed the one.
Pickle's like, I'm thinking about nachos in 09 minutes. Nachos. Good for you, Pickle. You should think about nachos.
Did Clemson get the first down right there?
Did they? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it looks like it. 1st and 10. Sounds fun.
Sounds like that's just a waste of a good car. Ugh, yuck. Oh, let's see. Pickle's like, so here's the new categories for Wednesday. Cool. Robbie says, D, does the ice cream man ever come round your way? The Mr. Whippy with a flake, always good. That sounds terrifying.
I don't know what you're saying, but we do get an ice cream man.
We do have an ice cream truck.
It's just some creepoid in a van or something, but...
Yeah, we do have them every... I don't know if we had them this year.
I didn't see one this year.
I didn't see him this year. But yeah, normally we've had a guy that does ice cream down the streets here.
There was one guy that lived at the trailer park where my mom lived. And he would drive around in a minivan, and it was like an old minivan.
I remember
with
that.
the side door open.
Yeah.
Just playing music through the stereo.
Yeah. I kind of remember that a lot. Ayla's like, we're in a desert on a mountain inside a valley. It's dry. Marco says, this new WWE needs more attitude. Not going to happen. It's the PG era. Ayla's like, why do people yell? I don't know. They like to be typing in caps, I guess.
We almost aren't even in the PG era. It's more along the lines of it's the modern era, which is more PG than the PG era was.
That's true.
It's like the G era.
They're like, we have to make it as kid-friendly as we possibly can
we
for
make it
every single
non-violent?
thing.
Is there any way they could just, like, thumb wrestle or anything in there?
Do you think maybe they could just sit in there and have a good chat about their feelings?
Maybe talk about feelings.
That's it. Just have a therapy session.
Well, that's how the new NFL is.
Basically, I don't even know why
people are going to get, like, 15-yard penalties for, like, hurting other people's feelings.
I know. I don't even know why they're allowed to even have pads on. They should just have, like, that, whatever it's called, flag football stuff where they have to grab a flag in order to tackle.
They're already trying that in the Pro Bowl.
Robbie says, what's your fave ice cream from the ice cream truck? I don't buy stuff from the ice cream truck, Robbie. They creep me out.
You can't hit the quarterback when he slides feet first. That's a 15-yarder on the end of that run. Gable, Hit him with that flying headbutt.
Pickle's like, won my title, lost my title, the women's division, hailing from parts unknown. That's right, Piccola.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He better get out of this because this is what got him the last time. No, Gunther, no. Don't. There you go. Kick him. Kick him hard.
See, and he knew he was sliding, and he still tried to tackle him. See how he goes down to hit him?
Oh,
Can't do that. That's blatant. It'd be different if you shot over the top of him and accidentally clipped him. But you can't go down because that means you knew he was going down. Personal foul, 15 yards, hit to the head
blah, 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 blah,
on
blah.
Duke.
Guy's like, I didn't mean to hurt. I didn't mean.
Coach is yelling at him. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Don't hurt them. They're children.
You
He's
hurt
like,
his feelings.
Oh, man, I'm going to go cry to my therapist later. Oh, no, he's got the straps down. Gross.
Here it is. Here's his finisher. He hit it. Gunther kicks out. I hate this part of offense now. That the pin is part of the offensive move.
Right. Robbie says, how can an ice cream truck freak you out? It's usually the people that run it,
yeah,
Robbie.
it's
like, not the ice cream truck
Picture
itself.
Freddy Krueger before he was Freddy Krueger. Driving a van and trying to get kids to come and get some ice cream. They're like a weird clown looking thing. Yeah, it's just crazy.
Pickle says, talking segments, WrestleMania debuts and returns, tag teams, factions, and stables. Oh, all right.
Is this the third time he's had him in this?
The third time? The ankle thingy?
I feel like the crowd noise isn't real.
Right.
And it's bugging me.
I don't think that they're cheering fucking Gable on. There's no way.
Well, they're adding crowd noise.
Kick him again.
But, I mean, the crowd's happy, but it's not that happy.
Right. Yeah.
And they're not
weird.
showing the crowd.
Yeah.
And they zoom in really close to the action. See?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. That's not real.
Yeah, I don't like that. They
They're
need to like show the
manufacturing.
whole crowd of what's happening in order for it to be something that's worth the effort of watching.
Yeah, see the whole front. If the crowd isn't actually doing it, it's fake.
Yeah, there's like some people like you can kind of see in the very very back scattered stuff. People, Ravi says Gunther going all in tonight, and people's like, that's right. Hood ice cream trucks are fronts for drug deals. You know, sometimes I always wonder about that. We're not really in the hood, but
Dirty Grandpa. Seen that.
Robbie's like, WWE love these fake narratives.
That might do it, guys.
It's true.
It's over.
And Gunther makes history. Oh.
That was only a 16-minute match.
He made his kids cry. Yes! Make children cry. Uh-oh. Oh no, your dad lost. It's like, oh my god, seriously,
You'll be sleeping on the couch tonight.
We make sure you guys know that this is what might happen. Hello, weirdos.
Yeah, him versus Bray would have been fantastic because they both hit hard like that.
Yeah.
It would have been good, but we'll never see it. So.
Dang it. Robbie says, D, that was so scary, that laughing voice. How will I get to sleep now? Whatever, Robbie, you'll go to sleep just fine.
They're still showing this hit? It was blatant.
It was blatant. It was like 10 minutes ago, ESPN.
We get is a personal foul. Like, he
Let's
hit
move
him.
on with our lives, everybody.
Oh, she's crying like crazy.
Oh my God. Somebody just go over there and hug her for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ.
The trauma.
Can somebody not show that child? I don't want to see it anymore. Stupid kids and they're crying. Yuck. Nobody cares.
The ring general.
All right. Well, Gunther
Oh my God, they're
still
showing it
retains his
again?
IC title. There is IC title. He won it and he kept it. So there you go.
Sorry, the Duke game's still going on. And they're showing this play 14 times in a row now. And again.
I was like, Chad making his family proud tonight. Yeah, making him cry and shit. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us tonight to finish off this long weekend of stuff. We'll be back on Wednesday night for AEW Dynamite. I guess we'll see what fallout they have from
they're
their
calling
all-out pay-per-view.
It's a replay, and that's why they're doing that. Why do I say it weird? It's a replay.
So they're gonna take the flag away and the penalty off.
Hypothetically, if he does that. I mean,
oh, they disqualified him for targeting. So, no, they're going all in. No, they're making it a big deal, not a little deal.
But he did target. That's the problem. Like, it's blatant. And the reason I'm saying that is if the guy was running and he was upright, and you tried to hit him, you wouldn't dive at his legs.
Right.
So the only reason he went at his legs is because he slid. And then he went at his head.
Right.
Now, granted, he didn't go at his head. He went to just hit him hard. But
right.
I don't think he was trying to hurt the guy.
No, but still.
Anyways, we're done.
Like I said, they had to make a whatchamacallit of him.
Exactly.
But what's weirder to me is they did that, but they gave the ball to Duke. How is that possible?
Because it was fourth down.
Oh. Well, how? Well,
he slid before the line, and then obviously they withdrew the penalty
because they kicked the guy out.
And that's why he was clapping. No, they didn't kick him out. He was kicked out, and then they replayed it, and he didn't get kicked out.
No, he got kicked out. They just took the flag off. He's still disqualified from the shit.
How does that make any sense?
I don't know. Maybe that was what they said. Well, if they disqualify him, and he can't play anymore. So why was he
clapping, and why was he on the sideline? If you get kicked
because
out,
they got the ball back. Right. Would you clap for that?
Right, but if you get disqualified, you have to leave the field. And he was still on the field.
Well, not necessarily right now. Maybe he was getting ready to leave.
Right.
I don't know. They said it that he was disqualified, so I don't know. Anyways, it's stupid. Whatever. This is why I don't watch fucking football anymore, because it's all a bunch of shit. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Again, like I said, we'll see you on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. We'll see what the fallout is from this all-out pay-per-view we just saw. So you guys take care.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gap. Bye-bye.